Hey, everybody. Good evening and welcome to our live stream here on Twisted Wrister Hockey. We're going to be doing some play by play audio for today's game. It's an original six matchup. We've got the Montreal Canadiens and we've got Connor Bedard and the Chicago Blackhawks. So we'll see if he can continue his point streak. I believe he has so far a goal and an assist in his first two NHL games. And on the Canadian side of things, I mean, hey, they put up quite a fight against the Toronto Maple Leafs. They almost were able to outscore them, ultimately falling in, I believe, a shootout by a score of 6-5. So anyway, welcome. We embrace fans from all fan bases here on Twisted Wrister Hockey. We do cover the entire NHL. For those of you who don't know, my name is Nick, and I'm joined by my dog here, Cortana. She's a real sweet girl, and she'll be getting all the gold treats tonight for this contest. And hopefully, y'all are able to hang out with us as we do some play-by-play here. It's great to be connecting with fans here early on in the NHL season. It's great to be back with hockey here, especially since my football team has been completely hot garbage this year. So this game is going to start, I don't know, in about 10 or 15 minutes. Ooh, boy, what a high scoring game today between the Jets and Panthers, 6-4 Jets. And yeah, we'll be hopefully hanging out with you guys all evening long. Afton, what's going on? Thanks for hopping in here. RB Pizza Hut. Awesome to have you here. Wow, and good evening all the way from London. Rails, how you doing? All right. What's your prediction for Bedard for tonight? What predictions for Bedard? How do you think he does? Does the point streak continue? Let me know your thoughts. Yeah, game will obviously be starting, at its usual time. Like that's usually about 12 minutes after the 12 minutes after the hour. We're gonna have two anthems tonight, of course, too, with "O Canada" and the Star Spangled Banner. And yeah, so far we only have two games in the books in the NHL. 5-2 the Ottawa Senators with a win over the Philadelphia Flyers. So the Sens go to 1-1. Flyers look pretty good in their home opener, or excuse me, in their season opener against the Blue Jackets on the road. They won that game. And then it's 6-4, a final between the Jets and the Panthers. So Florida's starting the season already 0-2. And as you can tell, two Canadian teams have already won. So will the Canadiens be able to continue the streak here for Canada this evening? We shall see. All right. Oh, Penguins game and Twisted Wrister. That sounds good to me, Mike. And we've got RC on hoops. All right. Well, thank you for hopping in here. Let us know which team you cheer for, even if it's not one of these two teams. Blackhawks. Perfect. Good timing. All right. Well, hey, this is really interesting because I wrote down the lineups from the last game. I was like, oh my God, there is so much turnover, especially with the Blackhawks, that it's going to be challenging just trying to be able to recognize players by number. But I will do my best. I know who number 98 is out there. Montreal, I know maybe a little bit better, but even so, it's kind of weird because you actually have players who are healthy on this team. And so it becomes a little bit more challenging because you haven't seen them all together when you look at last season. Bedard, goal and an assist. All right, that'd be awesome. I'm hoping for the same pretty much here. I'm going to say Bedard. I say that he gets a power play assist, and I'll give him an even strength assist. So 2 apples for Bedard tonight. That's what I got on my slate here. Let me just find the broadcast here if I can. Okay, good. And I hope we don't have any difficulties tonight. I don't think that's going to be a problem, though. I think we're going to actually do just fine with this. All right. Got that here. What? I don't know if I understand that, Afton. Backup goalie is starting tonight. And the Red Wings home opener for Justin. Red Wings this evening, I believe they're taking on what? Tampa Bay. Okay. So the Bolts, of course, coming off that opening night victory against the Nashville Predators. And so far for the Canadiens, I know Caufield had gotten on the board in their last game. We'll see if there are any changes to lineups from the entirely surprised. Yeah, looking forward to watching a couple of teams that are up and comers, right? They're not expected to get into the playoffs this year. but they should be able to wow us at times with some of their young talent, particularly at forward. But it's not just Bedard for the Chicago Blackhawks, right? They have a couple other rookies or very young players getting their feet wet here in the NHL early on, including on defense, number 55, Kevin Korchinski, a former seventh overall draft pick out of the Seattle Thunderbirds. Very good program in recent years. And also Lucas Reichel, Germany's very own. He was centering the second line in their previous game. So you've got a 1-2 punch of Reichel and Bedard. Hmm. And Ethan, greetings. Hello, good evening. And Mike, you might actually move to Pittsburgh. Wow. My goodness. Did your girlfriend lose a bet? His girlfriend's a Flyers fan. So I could you will never ever find me anywhere near my rivals' cities, I don't think. Uh and we got Cortana, of course, hanging out. And we got some organic apple here. All right, we got that. And Arby's Pizza Hut said earlier, yeah, when Fleury tripped Bedard in the preseason on that shootout, boy, I mean, that to me was yeah, that was kind of uncalled for. It was funny because Bedard didn't get injured, but that to me that didn't sit all that well with me, honestly. All right, either Pittsburgh or Hershey. I've actually been to Hershey when I was like 5 years old or 6 years old. Went to the water park there, and yeah, my ex-girlfriend was from, like, one town over, so that's why I have a Hershey Bears jersey. I'd like to go to one of those games one day. Good gal, by the way. Um, so yeah, what other games do we have going on tonight? We talked about Red Wings and Lightning. Just dropping the puck in a little bit, we got the Bruins and the Predators. So the Preds coming off a win recently against the Seattle Kraken for their home opener. I think that was their home opener, yeah? Well, anyway, they're taking on the Bruins, and the Bruins got that win recently against the Blackhawks, and then you've got the Rangers taking on the Jackets in a Metro Division showdown, as the Blue Jackets look to kind of redeem themselves after their home opener against the Flyers. We've got the Penguins taking on the Calgary Flames, both teams coming off wins. The Maple Leafs battling the Minnesota Wild again, teams that came off wins. We'll see if Jonas Gustafsson, or maybe it's Fleury tonight, but we'll see if the Wild defense can continue their shutout streak. Canadians are going to lose this game. I don't know, man. We'll see. We might get a lot of goals in this game, so this could be up and down, back and forth. Buffalo already in a must win. I mean, it's pretty early in the year, but they do need a better performance, right? Because they got kind of smoked there by the Rangers in their first game. And, we are expecting quite a bit from the Sabres this year. I'm expecting them to go to the playoffs. $100 on the Canadiens. Woo! Getting spicy already. Nationwide Arena was really nice. I, of course, want to go because even though the Blue Jackets aren't the most competitive right now, you always have the cannon, right? Uh, so, one day you got to hit all NHL arenas. That's the ultimate goal. Yeah, the Blackhawks are working with like I said, more than just Bedard, who should be able to add some points on the board among their young talents. Oh God, yeah. Of course, the Canucks and Oilers have they have a rematch tonight, and we'll see if McDavid and company can actually even up the score a little bit because man, 8-1 was nuts. Brock Besser, of course, had 4 of those goals. Noah Cates threw your girlfriend a puck at warmups. That's pretty rad. Good on him. Coming off a good kind of breakthrough season or a pseudo breakout year for him. And they played a good game. Philadelphia did. Art was pretty sharp too. Elsewhere, so we talked about. Oh, we got the Buffalo Sabres taking on the Islanders. So a high-powered offense up against arguably the best goaltender in the NHL. Seattle Kraken are 0-2 already Not surprised to see them drop their opening game against the Golden Knights, but they laid an egg against the Predators there. Literally, I think they got shut out. Yeah, so they take on the Blues. A few more games tonight. We have two, 4 more games tonight. We've got the Canucks and Oilers rematch. We've got the Colorado Avalanche against the San Jose Sharks, and certainly the Sharks, without Logan Couture, especially, could start the season at least 0-4. I saw their first game. That's my team. The Anaheim Ducks open up against the Vegas Golden Knights. That's a tall order. The Knights already winning their first 2 games by what, a combined score, I think, of 8-2. And the last game, this is going to be a great one. We've got the 1-0 Carolina Hurricanes in Los Angeles to take on the 0-1 Los Angeles Kings. All right. Seattle needs a win. Yeah. I mean, they looked sharp, at least against the Golden Knights. They had, they generated plenty of even strength chances, but man, that's why you need a competent power play, especially when you're given a major power play to work with. Hey, you're looking for somebody to match your bet of $100 on the Canadiens. Well, that's not going to be me, unfortunately. Ethan's cheering on the Islanders. Should be a good game. I think the Sabres are going to be coming in hungry, staying up to root against Carolina. So, who's your favorite team then? I I can't see your profile pick all that well. That's why I ask. Um, Seattle going back to 2021. I hope not, man. I mean, against it's that depth to where everybody can chip in, and that's why I thought that they could stay competitive in that division. We'll see though. Oh, you're a Devils fan. Okay, all right. Ethan, Ethan coming in hot, man. Can we give some kudos to Ethan in the chat here? Thanks, dude. That's awesome. And when you gift memberships like that, that actually helps me. Some of those proceeds go to my channel and to my work. So thank you. And congrats to all the new members. You'll get 30 days of a trial membership. We have occasional member streams. We just had a little hangout before we did this one. We actually played some quizzes online together. It was a lot of fun. The group was quite skilled, I would have to say. And I also sometimes upload members only videos. We have different membership tiers, but you might see an upload or two from me in the time that you have that trial. Chance, what's going on? Bruins taking on the Predators tonight. Hey, thanks, Ethan. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Elliot, what's going on? I don't know exactly what's happening in the arena right now, but they're honoring some alumni. I just heard Stefan Robidas. Danelle, good evening. You gotta let me know, what's your prediction for Connor Bedard tonight? He's got a goal and an assist so far in his young NHL career. Will he extend the point streak to 3? You got back from the Edmonton Elks game. I hope the score wasn't lopsided. Bruins Centennial alt looks so much nicer on the ice. Yeah, you know what? I actually like the whole kit looks pretty sharp. I like the black jerseys too, with that beautiful gold detailing. What teams do I call, or do I just do the Blackhawks? This is my first time doing like Blackhawks and Canadiens. I haven't really talked about them that much on this channel because they haven't been all that relevant in the last couple seasons. So who knows? Maybe I'll have an opportunity to produce more content around them. I've done a lot of Bedard content recently, but really I just want to mix it up so that we cover as many different teams as we can during the regular season, and then in the playoffs, I mean, it's anything goes. I'll typically call not a game every day. There's a playoff game. I've done that before, but I try to touch them all really. But yeah, I try to gauge also like what fan bases have been showing up to my channel recently. So like we had a ton of Avalanche fans a couple years ago pour in, and Blues fans. Last year, lots of Devils fans came in. We'll always have a good contingency of Rangers and Maple Leafs fans. So you got to balance that out a little bit. But I do like to try to represent the full NHL as best as we can, especially here in the early on in the season. it's a great time to talk about the Montreal Canadiens, for example. All right. Rangers and Blue Jackets and Sabres versus Islanders. Yeah, that's right. The Islanders, it's their first game of the year. And Devils are off tonight. Yeah, after yeah, they fell in a shootout to the Coyotes. And guys, yeah, the Coyotes. Cooley had a couple assists. They are going to be a tough out this year. Is it a throwback? Yeah, yeah. So we got, here, I'll stand up for a second here. Oh, got the classic Montreal Canadiens. It's CCM. And even though Guy Lafleur never wore the captain's letter, that's just how I bought it. I just got it on eBay, and it's got like actual fabric numbers here, but it doesn't have a name bar. But I know that Lafleur, I think he played when the Canadiens actually still didn't have the name bars. But yeah. All right. Where's Nick at Windy City Hockey? No, he's just watching the game. Yep. And just a little bit of a PSA here before we get into our stream. Just wanted to make, yeah, I just want to make a plug or two here. Perfect, perfect. Okay, gotta make sure that we have that. This is going to be just a moment here. Well, while we wait for this game to get underway, just as a reminder, you can see links to these in the video description down below. We're starting to upload episodes to Spotify now. So, for example, if you see one of my video uploads and you're like, it's 30 minutes, I don't have 30 minutes right now. Well, who knows? Maybe if you get in your car, you're on your way to work, you're picking somebody up, you can listen to Twisted Wrister Hockey here. We'll be uploading some of our content, and I might be doing some actual podcasts as well, not necessarily that you'd see on YouTube. So, we're on Spotify. We've got a great Discord community here. We've got about 50 people already hitting us up. We've got chat rooms for every single fan base. Everyone seems real chill. Great way to show pictures of you at the hockey games. Or who knows, maybe you're at another sporting event. You can post that on here. If you have jerseys for sale, if you have jerseys you've just collected, you can definitely join us there on Discord. And also, if anybody's on Rumble here, we're uploading our content on here as well. So if you're not seeing my content on YouTube, it will be also available on Rumble. That is my PSA. So we can close that. All right. Yeah, that's right. You did boost the stickers. I got to figure out how the whole sticker thing works. All right. Cool. Cool. Oh, they just introduced Caufield, so they're doing the player intros. Do I like the shootout? Um, yeah, I don't think it should dictate the outcome of a game. I love penalty shots, but that's about it, man. I would rather just have ties, honestly. Who is this year's dark horse? Well, now that they've signed Hellebuck and Scheifele, I'm not saying that the Jets can go to the Stanley Cup final, but I think that they could be a little bit scarier than I mean, they won today 6-4 over the Panthers, 6 goals. And I thought that their return for Dubois, coming their way was Velarde and Iafallo and Kupari. I thought that was a fine return. So, but if we're talking dark horses, some people might talk the Sabres. I got to see the goaltending before I can really consider them a dark horse. Yeah. And some people might say the LA Kings. They've got a lot of firepower in their first three lines. Chicago, really? I'd be pretty stunned. I'd be definitely stunned if the Blackhawks sniffed the playoffs. Maybe I should have set this to a later time. I mean, it's already 7:20 here, and they're still introducing the players. So anyway, I appreciate your patience, everybody. Bedard's a hell of a player. You know who had a good debut was Adam Fantilli. He's got his acceleration, his ability to close in on puck carriers. He's got a quick shot as well. I liked his game. The Kings would be a dark horse if their goaltending was better. I mean, there are some. I mean, we can argue that like there are a lot of teams out there that goaltending would maybe make them vault them to a playoff spot or vault them to a Stanley Cup contender. And I think the latter would be true for LA. Now, when they put in Copley last year, they were winning games, and then they got Corpusalo, and he played great for them. But now it's Cam Talbot. Yeah, so I just don't know if that to me is a Stanley Cup roster altogether. I'd be happy for Todd McClellan though, even though I'm not a Kings fan by any means. Longtime coach of my team, the Sharks, Old Man Dowdy. Wait, Brent Clark's not in their lineup just yet, is he? He's their like one of their top defensive prospects, right? Brent Clark. Curious to check that out here. Still waiting on the anthems here, fellas. So yeah, they'll do that right now. We'll get the national anthems. Let's see here. Yeah, Brant Clark. Oh, Jordan Spence is playing though. Okay. All right. So we'll get those anthems underway here, and then I guess we can finally drop the puck. Maybe it's a moment for me to study some of the players whose names I don't necessarily match it with their number instantly, but I'll do my best here, guys. I'll do my best. And of course, I'll still take your questions and comments during all of this as well. Oh, the Predators, by the way, struck first against the Bruins 1-0. We also have an wow, that's funny. All these games got a goal within the first 7 minutes. So Nashville up 1-0 on the Bruins, Rangers up 1-0 on the Blue Jackets, and the Red Wings strike first in their competition against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Already 2 goals on the year for Daniel Sprong. Came out of nowhere last year for the Kraken. Had himself a good year, over 20 goals. Eric Gustafsson on defense there for the New York Rangers with the first goal of that contest. And Colton Sissons already has 2 goals. Who would have thought that Colton Sissons in his first 3 games would already have 2 goals? Who's Cortana's pick to win the Stanley Cup? You know what? I don't know. We never did a season predictions, unfortunately. A great question, but unfortunately, I just didn't get around to filming that. But who knows? Maybe we could get around to it at some point. All right, let's see here. Are we ready to do this, guys? We doing this thing? Here, can I do? Yeah, yeah. Hmm, that's interesting. All right, how are we doing there, Cortana? I think Cortana needs a treat. Oh, give you some apple here, kiddo. All right. All right. Looks like the anthem has just wrapped up. I might, if anybody is actually watching this game, I might be a few seconds behind you. I'm watching this through Sling TV, just streaming it, so it can be a bit of a bit delayed. All right. The Habs, of course, wearing their classic reds, and the Hawks rocking the white jersey with a black cuffs at the end. Petr Mrazek is in net for the Blackhawks, and man, he was awesome in that first game. He had himself a hell of a game. And on the other side of things for the Canadiens, it's going to be Sam Montembeau after Jake Allen played in the first game. So Bedard's going to start on the bench for this one. We'll see who's going to take that first draw for Chicago. Nick Foligno out there, longtime captain of the Columbus Blue Jackets. All right, again, we're going to see how I do with these names. Who's Arbor's next victim? Corey Perry. I hope so. If they fought, that'd be awesome. Perry doesn't fight as much anymore though, so maybe Felino. All right, and we're underway here in Montreal. This is shot all the way down by the Blackhawks around the net. Perry trying to jump in there. Doc is going to flip it over. Kovacevic. 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 Is that how I pronounce it? I think it's Kovacevic. Anyway, he's going to retrieve this puck behind his net. Sends it over to Uri Slavkovsky. Loses a handle on the puck. Looks like he disconnected his controller just a little bit there. Montembeault settling the puck and flipping it out for new Montreal Canadien Alex Newhook. And coming in on the forecheck is Doc, a former Blackhawk. And a shot, and just a little bit wide of Mrazek. At the top of the zone, Matheson able to get it deep and now retrieved here by Kevin Korchinski behind the net. Seth Jones evading Josh Anderson. Back to his partner. Korchinski just chilling behind the net here as the Blackhawks get a full change for their forwards. Through the neutral zone, Connor Murphy dumping it in. Around the net. Matheson. And we get a puck out of play here. And Connor Bedard is on the ice. By the way, with our poll this evening, looks like the Blackhawks have a slight edge, but we'll keep that going until we see the first goal. Best color scheme for each team. My goodness. All right. Through the neutral zone come the Canadiens, but turned over by Caufield. Another contested pass intercepted here by Chicago. And there's Radish. Now Bedard. Top of the circle. Leaves it for his teammate. A shot, a save by Montembeault. He's going to cover up. Best color scheme from each team. Well, some teams have only had one color scheme, right? Like the Canadiens, right? They just about always, as an NHL team, have had the same colors. Detroit, right? Same thing. Some people would say the best color scheme, though, in the NHL these days might be the Seattle Kraken. Certainly pretty unique. And Lucas Reichel is going to get tossed here in the faceoff circle. So jumping in will be Spokane native Tyler Johnson against, is that Doc or is that, can't really see the number there. Oh, it's Jake Evans. Controlled here by the Habs behind their net. Jack Eye. And advanced further there by Athanasiou. And the puck pops out of the zone. And chasing it down is Alex Vlasic, but he turns it over. Now dumped all the way down by the Canadiens. Tenorti looking for his partner Vlasic. Scooped up there. Moved out by Alex Vlasic. A little bit outnumbered, so he's going to just send this one deep. And Jack Eye's going to wait for his teammates to change up here. Now Harris through the neutral zone and dumped in. Jumping in is the Monahan line. But the puck actually rimmed all the way around and scooped up there by Reese Johnson for Chicago. Off the loose puck here, Tanner Pearson moving it to the other side of the zone. A shot and, that didn't quite get on net, but Gallagher is going to bat at this one, and Mrazek's going to cover it up. With 2:38 gone by so far in this game. I mean, Gallagher had gone to the net there. If that had actually gotten into the crease, then he would have had a chance to stuff that one home. Now Newhook taking the draw. Hawks control this one. Sent through the neutral zone by the Hawks. Pulling up his parry. He's going to drop this off for Seth Jones, but he takes a spill on the ice. And the Habs can come the other way. Newhook trying to deke around the defender. Ends up on Kirby Doc's stick. Draws a couple defenders. And here he is again, moving it to the other point. There's Matheson, a shot, and ramped up the stick of Perry. Batted down by Doc. Takes a shove there by Jason Dickinson. And Seth Jones trying to get the clear, but it comes out Looks like to the Montreal point. Matheson around the net for Doc. A contested puck here along the boards. Back out to the point for Newhook. And a delayed penalty to the Hawks. And touched up by Dickinson. So the Montreal Canadiens are going to get themselves the first game's power play, the game's first power play, excuse me. Theo, what's going on, man? How you doing? There we go. Cortana's sleepy. Yeah, that's because we go for a 3-mile walk before we get on the air like this. So we tire her out. Toria, how you doing? How's the start of the NHL season going for you? I know the Red Wings had a 1-0 lead before I went live for this game. So here we go. The Montreal Canadiens with the man advantage. I didn't even catch who was going to the box, but Caufield bumps it over to Suzuki at the point and back to Cole. And catch with Suzuki here. Moves it over to Matheson. And at the top of the circle is Cole Caufield. Caufield at the circle. Going to send it to the goal line. Suzuki and now Caufield at the side here, moving out toward the dot. A shot from the point. Some traffic in front there from two Canadiens. Still in the zone though. Matheson, top of the zone, shuffling it toward the net. Almost a chance in front. Oh, that was a good chance. But the Hawks couldn't clear. Another chance and a save from Mrazek and cleared out there by Reese Johnson. Good puck movement there by Montreal, and fortunately they were able to hold the zone pretty well. They'll have to regroup here with the first minute gone by in the power play. But Jackie's actually in trouble here. He's able to shovel it out of the zone, and the Canadiens will regain the Chicago zone. Caufield, and now at the top of the circle for Suzuki, down toward the goal line. Monahan out there for Montreal as well. And a nice play from, looked like Alex Vlasic there, but still in the zone here. Suzuki at the goal line. He has, they were almost able to get that seam pass off. Another shot and block in front. And the Hawks are going to send this down for the clear. Oh, yeah, that's right. You went to the Penguins game. Fantastic. Hey, Trevor, how you doing, man? Are you ready to get completely steamrolled by the Avalanche tonight? 18 seconds left in this power play behind the Chicago net. Out to the point. High slot. Shot. Blocked immediately there by Tyler Johnson. Final seconds here. Gallagher, a shot. Blocked. And another chance. Okay, hit the side of the netter. Was blocked. And a chance here. Newhook. He shoots. Save at the side of the net. Nearly there was Slavkovsky. The Habs come up empty-handed, but lots of pressure on that power play. Some good puck movement and some good net front presence there. So the power play is negated. Now Chicago. It's Donato. He fans at the puck. Scooped up here by, I got to get this one right. Oh, wait, I was looking at somebody else. Here we go. Another chance. Oh, damn. Habs are coming in hard, man. Here they are at the point. A shot there from Kovacevic, but are we going to get a penalty to Montreal now? It looks like, yeah. The Hawks are going to get a power play here. Is it Sam from Montreal? Yeah. Sam Montembeault is playing for the Canadiens. We played a solid 38 minutes. Yeah. We're going to have a lot of evenings like that, unfortunately. So when we come back from the commercial break, I mean, I'll stick around here, but the Hawks will have their first power play of this game. All right. They look good, but they should probably score. Yeah, I mean, they had a lot of chances as the puck was trickling toward the crease a few times. Good girl, Cortana. Yeah, Cortana, you're a good girl. And we're gonna this is what we take when we go for our walk for our hikes. All the treats in there. It's fun because I can let her off leash and she'll come back. All I gotta do is whistle, and she knows that when she comes back, she gets a treat. Yeah, I think you're right, Dennis. Yeah, Doc had a nice game against his former team last year. And Leafs, Wild. Yeah, I bet that's gonna be an excellent contest there. Yeah, I can look at, score updates. So Nashville's still holding on 1-0 against Boston. These games are all in the first period. The Jackets have tied it up against the New York Rangers on a goal from oh, no, actually, the score just changed again. So Boone Jenner is first of the year, the captain for Columbus, and now Mika Zibanejad joins the scoring to make it 2-1 New York. And the, Red Wings have, or the Lightning have struck even with the Red Wings here on a goal from their captain, Steven Stamkos. Alright. Nicholas going to a game tonight. Right on. Which game are you going to? Didn't think the Flames were that fast. Yeah, I mean, they've got, Coronado out there now, right? There's, some decent hype around him. Will I watch any other games tonight? I'll watch my Sharks for sure, unless it's like 6-1 after the, end of the first period. Ducks versus, Golden Knights. Well, I hope you're cheering for the home team because I would be too. Alright, back to the contest here. Savard sends it the length of the ice for the kill, or for the clear on the kill, I should say. Reichel from behind his net, and now Seth Jones with some time here, but the puck ends up in the red gates, and Montreal still able to kill some time here. You're going to a rugby game. Awesome, awesome. I'd love to see rugby live. Now Perry along the boards and now dumped back to Jones to the other point. Donato down low for Perry. And now Bedard, Perry at the goal line, back to Bedard. Let's see what he does here. To the other point. And the Montreal fans, I think, are booing Perry. Oh, and a shot toward the net nearly got through. And chance at the side for Bedard. Backhand pass. Reichel. Here he is at the circle. A drop pass for Bedard. He'll come out back to the point. No, actually, Bedard's getting booed. I don't believe it. Jones a shot. Trickles through. Oh, almost a chance at the side there for Reichel, but his teammate drew a penalty. It's going to be a 5-on-3. Here's Bedard spinning away from a defender. Bedard, a dangle. And we get a whistle here. It's going to be a 5-on-3. Seventh. Oh, what time is it? Oh, well, where I am, it's. Oh, you're talking about Pizza Hut here. That's right. Because he's all the way in London. They're 8 hours ahead of me. I know that. Bedard is most likely the favorite to win the Calder. Dark horse is Cooley. I would think after the preseason, Cooley was probably next in line, but I saw Fantilli's debut. He's going to be a great player and a complete player too. I really liked how he pressured puck carriers, and he's got a quick shot too. Got an assist in his first game. Um, so I don't have another defender that I would, or another pick for Calder per se. I hadn't really given much thought to it honestly, but you could certainly make the case for who knows if Leo Carlson stays in the lineup, maybe he can do some damage. Mason Appleton using Josh Morrissey's stick. Oh, whoa, that says a lot there because I know that Appleton's right-handed. I gotta see. I gotta check that out, man. All right, here we go. So the 5-on-3 for 45 seconds. Tyler Johnson standing in, but he gets the boot. Great to have all of you here. Here's a chance. Bedard, he shoots and a wide of the net. He's going to skip this one. He comes out to the point. He's going to take his time with this. Here he is again. Bedard at the circle, down low. Still behind the net here. They got two Hawks working that. And a one-touch pass. Beautiful pass from Bedard. A chance off the rebound and a save from Montembeau off Tyler Johnson. He's going to lose his stick here. Savard digging down, trying to get the clear, but it trickles its way back to the point. And Bedard with 15 seconds left in the 5-on-3. At the top of the circle. Bedard at the dot. Still looking for the pass down low. A couple Hawks are just chilling out down there. A tip play. Still on the stick of the Chicago Blackhawks. A chance there for Perry. He had an open net. Donato. And this one's intercepted and worked the other way. And the Habs will kill off their first penalty. But a minute left. They'll still be shorthanded for a minute. And now Jake Evans is going to skate this one through the neutral zone. Trying to get around defender Donato. A one touch over to Mrazek and a beautiful save, or excuse me, Mrazek making the save there. Back the other way comes Radish. Now Bedard dangling, backhanding. Korchinski now. We'll work it over to Donato at the top of the circle. Now to the other side for Bedard. He's going to skate into the high slot. A shot and easily scooped up there by Montembeau as he was able to see around Taylor Radish. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Nick. But hey, I hope that I can help give you a good distraction. Everybody needs a little bit of stimulation that's good stimulation, right? So, and you know that sort of thing, especially when you're creating content, there's a lot more stress behind it than you might think initially. Habs get the clear here. 25 seconds left on the power play. And the Hawks will rush through the neutral zone one more time. Radish leaving it off for the point. There's Korchinski. He's got it at the point here. Working it down low. A chance. And with Tenorti in front, they couldn't quite get it on goal. Not Tenorti, I'm sorry, Radish. Still behind the net. As the penalty expires, Athanasiou trying to get away from Gooley. He takes a big shove there from Caden Gooley. And moved out of the zone. So Montreal killing off 2 penalties. And so Montreal going to regroup here just about halfway through this period. The shots already 8-6 in favor of the Canadiens. Oh, okay. You're going to graduate high school at the end of the year. All right, great. You know, I had some stress myself. I was applying for colleges in that first semester. So that was bad. But then the second half of my senior year was awesome. So I hope it's the same for you because I would just go home and hang out when I didn't have class. All right. At the top of the half zone, chance in front, almost there. For all right, this is going to get cleared and moved the other way by Anderson. Hunting it down is Connor Murphy in the corner. Good support there from Alex Vlasic. And now Caufield at the boards takes a shove, hands it off to Suzuki, cycles it along, and a big check there by Vlasic. A lot of collisions that we're seeing in the last couple of minutes here. This is a great game. And almost a penalty there from 14 and wide. A shot that goes just wide of the Blackhawks net. Worked behind the net. And now Caufield at the point. A one-timer and immediately blocked in front there by Reese Johnson. A shove there from Alex Vlasic. He's without a stick. And then he shoves a who did he shove into the boards head first? Caufield went into the boards head first. And we've got ourselves a scrum, and it's a big one. Oh, my goodness. Everybody grab a partner. The ref's just trying to calm everybody down here. But that was a huge hit there from big Alex Vlasic. Wow. That was nuts, guys. But yeah, Caufield went head first into the boards on that shove by Vlasic. We'll see if there are any, what kind of penalties we have resulting from this. But yeah, that was pretty nuts. Matthews has scored for Toronto. Can you sell a rugby jersey on our Discord? Yeah. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. So yeah, 1-1, Boston and Nashville are tied. So James Van Riemsdyk with his first goal as a Bruin to tie things up. Already 2-2 between the Red Wings and Lightning. Other team with the most stellar of goaltending right now, considering the injury to Vasilevsky. But yeah, we have a goal from Brandon Hagel to make it 2-1 Bolts, and then the equalizer is second of the year, scored by former Chicago Blackhawk Alex DeBrincat. See what else we got going on here. Minnesota and Toronto are tied at 1 apiece. The first goal scored by Ryan Hartman and then equalized by Austin Matthews, already his 4th of the year for the Maple Leafs. Scoreless between Pittsburgh and Calgary, in addition to the Sabres and the Islanders. But yeah, a couple of power plays that got killed off, and things have gotten already a little chippy here in Montreal. Kachuk, Boris Kachuk. Yeah, some of these players are a little bit difficult to remember here. Oh yeah, yeah. How do you say this guy for Montreal, number 56? Yes, I remember hearing Elonen. I think maybe somebody else had called him that, but Ylonen, like that's more Finnish, I guess. But I don't want to annoy anybody with that. Gino almost got in a fight. You don't say. Age is just a number. Hmm. Well, anyway, what is the situation with penalties here? Yeah, so unless somebody corrects me, number 56 in red is Jesse Ilonen, but I know I'm Anglicanizing it. Number 4 for Matthews. Yep, yep, tied with Brock Besser. Would it be awful for you to shell out some cash for an Austin Matthews jersey? Uh, no, I mean, like you know me, I collect jerseys. So at, at one point, I had 2 Kings jerseys when I never intended to, and so I said, "All right, well, I'm collecting every team." So there you go. Austin's gonna hit 54. That's a good number. I thought that he'd be a little bit over 50 this year. So, oh, Montreal's going to go to the power play. By the way, I'm sorry if I didn't update my little score bar here. So, if you ever see that I'm lagging behind with that, just let me know. There we go. So Montreal is on this power play. All right, behind the net for the Hawks, and Monahan's going to bump this out to Suzuki. Spinning away from a defender, trying to hand it off to Matheson. He's got Caufield at the other side. Good thing Caufield's okay, by the way, after taking that big shove from Alex Vlasic. Trying to work it around the net for Monahan, but there's Jones. And he's going to send this the length of the ice with 8:20 left here in the first period. Yeah, we got ourselves, Ethan, we got ourselves quite a good scrum there. Ooh, nice little dangle there from Suzuki just to get it into the zone. Now along the boards there, a good shove from Kachuk at Suzuki to the face-off circle there for Doc, spinning away from Tenorti. Matheson, and now to the top of the circle again for Doc with time. Playing catch here with Matheson. Looking to send it down low for Monahan. Back to the circle here for Doc. A one-timer for Caufield, immediately blocked though by Radish. So we'll get a whistle. Yeah, I want to see Jacki and Vlasic go. 2 big guys, right? Number 72 each. Reeves fought Marcus Foligno. Ooh, that's got to be a good one. I like Marcus Foligno. Earned himself a good contract. Wait. Austin Matthews has a second goal already? You don't say. 5 on the season for Matthews. Yeah, he must be pretty fired up after only having 40 this past year, right? All right. Canadians are going to have to regroup here from behind their net. And it is Jacki. Up the wing. Oh, big hit in the neutral zone there. I don't see who that was, but still in the Hawks zone here. Jacki. A backhander down looking for Ilonen. And now a new hook with the touch pass there. Worked out to the point. Jacki ramps up the stick of Ilonen and goes out of play with 13 seconds left on the power play. Grant Fuhrer, I would recommend checking out NHL66.ir. That might work, and you don't have to pay for it, and you can get a pretty good high def feed of that too. Matthews is the best pure goal scorer. At the worst, he's like top 3. Pasternak is right up there too, at least for me. Mika Rantanen, he's a pure goal scorer. Are you alone in hating the NHL app? I hear that from a lot of people actually. So you're not the only one. People on X have been fuming about it. I don't have the NHL app though. All right, Gooley, as this penalty expires here. Ooh, big hit in the neutral zone and into the bench. Who was that? It was a big hit for laid by Tenorti, I believe. Big hit. That was the Canadians are up to 10 shots on goal in this game, but they are 0 for 2 on the power play, as is Chicago, as we're back to even strength. There's a chance. Monahan, up pad save by Mrazek. Puck is still loose. Athanasiou working it for Bedard, but it goes off his stick. Montreal trying to re-enter the zone here. Clangs off the glass here behind the Hawks net. Gallagher slaps it around. Matheson cycles it to the point. A shot, Monahan wide of the net. Now Kovacevic behind the net there for Pearson. That's right, Pearson on the Habs. All right, contested puck in the neutral zone, scooped up by Monahan. He's still out there. Gallagher, and a good defensive play there by 44 in white. That being Wyatt Kaiser. That's another one, huh? All right, Matheson. Pearson now dumping this behind Mrazek as the Habs will change up here with about 5.5 left here in the first period. Great contest that we're seeing so far, but neither team has gotten on the board just yet. Now Kaiser, a backhander around the net. Two Habs are there. Oh, almost a chance out in front, but a good stick lift. Might have been Harvey Pinard on that one, and the Habs will come the other way. Jake Evans pulling up against the defenders, but good support there. And the Hawks will come the other way with Ryan Donato. He's got Reese Johnson as well. A shot blocked immediately by Arbor Jacki. Pinard. And Jacki, a shot gets blocked. Lonan working it around. Harvey Pinard jumping in there along the boards, working against Vlasic. Cleared out by Chicago. And Jacki trying to regroup, but good pressure there from Reese Johnson. Ends up all the way behind the Habs net. Funnels out to Ilonen. A pass intended there for Harris, but it went off his stick. And now Tyler Johnson out there to regroup for Chicago. Athanasiou, the speedy winger, a shot and a save there easily by Montembeault. Behind his net, Jacki. Good pressure there from Tyler Johnson. Montreal gets the clear. Chicago trying to re-enter quickly, though. Korchinski onto the wing there for Reichel. Behind the net, he's got Johnson. Back out to the point. There's Kaiser working around Caufield. Good pressure. Nice little nifty feed there for Johnson, but he's going to slap this in. Oh, and it changed speeds. It might have gone off somebody's stick. And an easy save, though, or at least what looked to be an easy save by Sam Montembeault as we get to our final commercial break before the first intermission. But a nice hit into the bench, whoever that was on Kirby Doc. So commercial break. We'll be back at it really shortly. What's going on, Mr. Pizza Hut? I know you got one idea that I need to capitalize on. We need to rank some Finnish goal horns for our members on Discord. Yeah. I hear that this is not a very good update to the NHL app. So good thing I haven't even downloaded it. And you're welcome, Grant, by the way. I'm just going to call you Grant. All right. Any other scores to update you all on? Oh, actually, the Mika Zibanejad goal, which would have put the Rangers up 2-1, was negated. And instead, the Jackets are on top 2-1. His second goal of the game and of the season, the captain, Boone Jenner. Still waiting for Kirill Marchenko here. Tampa and Detroit still tied at 2. Matthews already with 2 goals in that game against the Wild, so 2-1. The Islanders strike first against the Buffalo Sabres on a goal from Brock Nelson. A goal horn button. I don't know how I need an actual, like, switchboard, though, to do this, so that's a whole new layer of hardware. I don't know what it's gonna take, but I'd like to get into that. It's not a bad idea. It's such a good idea that I'm gonna write it down. Or how about I actually get, like, a little siren, right? I've seen people with those. I need a goal siren. Brandon, what's going on? Oh, nice. You're gonna stream the, Canes game? Awesome. You're most welcome, Brandon, and let's go Canes. Win that damn cup for Brent Burns. You need Tage Thompson to get going. Yeah, yeah, he's waiting on his first goal of the year. We need a goal horn button. All right. I'm gonna write that down. I forget, why do I like the Canes so much? It all started when Brindamore took the helm. Oh, a shot from Bedard that goes just wide of Montembeau. And now into the corner. Good defense by Kovacevic. Some support there from Gallagher, but relentless pursuit from Radish. I almost want to say that like I'm Doc Emmerich. But relentless pursuit by Radish. All right, in the neutral zone and taking it back is Seth Jones. Iggy, welcome back. Now Bedard getting around Monahan into the zone, outnumbered, a shot and a save by Montembeau. Bedard literally skating 1-on-4 there. I'm not in any fantasy hockey leagues actually, Dean. I haven't played. I really haven't played fantasy sports in a long, long time. Um. Anyway, enjoy your vacation, Brandon. Are you anywhere interesting? Speaking of which, as I mentioned on our last stream, I'm probably going to be making it out to Capitals territory in late winter, early spring, and there might be a meetup or two in that vicinity. Uh, so I might be getting some feedback from you guys on where I should go on the East Coast because I think that I should be able to at least make it to one other arena. Although Raleigh's probably going to be one of them. All right, Matheson, with about 3 minutes left here in the first period, dumped down into the Blackhawks corner, scooped up by Dickinson, and Murphy barely able to avoid the check there of Anderson. Myrtle Beach. Oh, I hear good things. I hear good things. Riley, welcome back. Welcome back. Worst trade Vancouver made? Well, I think there are probably a couple that we can think of. Nice job by Savard to keep that in. Now Caufield. Nice little move around Dickinson. A shot toward the net, blocked. And actually, are we gonna get a penalty? It's gonna be an interference. Yeah, it looks like Suzuki's going to the box. All right, so Blackhawks power play. Vernon, what's going on? Well, like I said, you might be seeing me in Capitals territory toward the end of the regular season. I got to go see my grandma. I haven't seen her since I was like a kid, so I got to go out there and go visit her. She's not too far away from DC. You're probably right, Dean. You're probably right, dude. Rick, what's going on? All right, Blackhawks power play. Reichel at the point. Back to Jones. Reichel from the boards and a one-touch pass looking for Bedard, but not a very good feed. Jones down low. Perry. Oh, almost a chance there for Reichel at the side. And cleared out there by Evans. And down for Mrazek to settle here. 2:05 left in the first. Jones working against a couple defenders. Drop pass. Donato had a hard time with it, and that puck pops out of the zone here. So we'll get a whistle with 128 left on the man advantage. Kulikov. Oh yeah, he's throwing the body already. Yo, what's going on, you guys? Like, you're giving up 6 goals to the Jets, huh? Well, yeah, I appreciate that, Higgy. How have the Sharks looked so far? Not great, and I'm all here for it. Macklin Celebrini, you are a San Jose Shark. Ooh, nice. Who made that play for Montreal to keep it out of the zone? That was a really good play. Harvey Pinard, now he's going to be eating up some more time on this PK. Puck trickles behind Mrazek, and Jones is going to settle this. Now Bedard leading the rush. Drops it for Reichel. Nice play to get it back to the point. Jones, Bedard, high slot. One touch and a save by Montembeau off Reichel. Good job closing the 5-hole. Back to Bedard at the point. 40 seconds left on the power play. Down low for Reichel. Sends it over for Donato. Cycled back to Reichel. looking for the one-timer. Nice interception there by Gallagher. He saw that the whole way. Gets the clear, and 30 seconds left for the Habs to kill. Best goalie the Sharks have right now, Magnus Corona probably. But Kakinen, I thought the second goal he gave up a couple nights ago was bad, but he made some really good saves too. So I won't. Oh, Anthony C would have had a clear shot there. Folino, and now to the point for Korchinski, and a nice block there by Ilonen. David Savard, good anticipation there, gets it over to Ilonen. We're back to even strength, and 20 seconds left here in the opening period. Defined choke that was tonight. Oh, geez. Yeah, I mean, to see them 0-2, to see Seattle 0-2, who knows? Buffalo, they could fall to 0-2. All right, into the Blackhawks zone. Nice pass from Newhook, a shot, a save by Mrazek. And it barely pops out of the zone as we reach the end of the first period. Great game so far. Despite a scoreless contest, we've seen all sorts of great quality chances. We've seen power plays. We've seen a big old scrum. And this game hopefully will get even better as we get a couple goals on the board. At least let's hope so. So we go to the end of the first period. Where can you watch the game? I will give you a try NHL66.ir. New hooks to have, yeah. I like who went the other way? I know Ross Colton ended up on the Avalanche. I thought that was a decent pickup. All right, so we go to the first intermission here, a scoreless game. You guys hang on for just a moment here. I'm gonna leave you with Cortana as I take a restroom break. Add myself back in. Awesome. It's great, of course, hanging out with all of you, and especially when we have a tight contest like this one here. Don't expect the Panthers in the playoffs. Hmm. Uh, Tough debate. Who am I taking in their prime, Flower or Price? I'm taking Price. Flower, I think, is easily a Hall of Famer. In his prime, he was an outstanding goaltender, but Price just, I mean, like, look at how he kind of carried them on his back to that Stanley Cup final. I know Flower played really well, in Stanley Cup finals past as well. I'm taking Price, but it's not by a huge margin, I wouldn't say. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think, huh? All right. Hey girl, how about a treat, huh? Come here for a treat. Come here. Come lie down. Lie down, please. Yeah. Yeah. Growing pains. Yeah, yeah, the Panthers didn't start last season particularly good. I said it was important for them to get off to a good start this year, but it is difficult in the sense that, you do have a couple of your, better defensemen out. Um, Oh, for the Habs and Blackhawks. Got it. Yeah, yeah. I don't expect either team in the playoffs, but damn, if they can play like this, at least entertain me like this, I'll watch them a little bit more than I have in the past. All-time favorite goalie, Dominik Hasek. Dominik Hasek. If we're talking about, like, including my favorite team, Evgeny Nabokov. But yeah, Dominik Hasek is I don't know if he's not necessarily the greatest goaltender of all time. He does have a couple of, Hart trophies, but he's certainly the most entertaining goaltender I've ever seen. Yeah, Brandon Montour just killed it last year. Uh, yeah, Cortana, the Islanders fan. At some point, I gotta get her, like, an Islanders shirt or something like that. I'd love to find something like that if it has the fisherman on it. That'd be pretty awesome. Alright, what else is happening here? Yeah, the scores oh, whoa, Toronto's now up 3-1 on the Wild, and that 3rd goal for Toronto was scored by William Nylander, the 2nd of the year. So Matthews already leading the NHL with 5 goals. And a bit of a departure for the Wild defensively after they recorded a shutout in their 1st game. And, who's in goal? Is it Gustafsson or is it Fleury tonight? Let's see here. For Minnesota, it is yeah, or Philip Gustafsson, excuse me. He's playing in goal, and yeah, he already has surrendered 3 goals on just 13 shots. Go Cortana. Exactly, Ethan. I knew you'd appreciate that, and that's what I appreciate about you. One of the biggest questions, where is Patrick Kane going? I just don't know if he's gonna find somewhere that wants to sign him. If we're talking about a competing team that has some salary cap space, that's the problem. I mean, he had such a big contract, and, with the salary cap, it's like, who can actually afford him, right? New Jersey doesn't need him at all. I think about like, I'm looking at competing teams with, some of the most salary cap available right now. Certainly, teams could waive a player to free up space or make a trade, but it's gonna be challenging. They have cap space. Carolina has cap space. I just don't think he's the kind of player that the Hurricanes need specifically. Seattle has some cap space among the more competing teams. Buffalo, but even though he's from Buffalo, again, the Sabres don't necessarily need that when they have, a good group of forwards already. My pick for the wild cards, so in the East, I'm picking the shoot, I picked for the Eastern wild card because I have, Maple Leafs in first. I have the Lightning in second, even though I know Vasilevsky's out for an extended time. Panthers were third. Leafs, Lightning, Panthers. So I have the Sabres making a wild card, and I do have the Bruins making a wild card. I still don't wanna give up on the Bruins, despite all their big losses in the offseason. In the West, as my wild cards, I have Seattle and I have Calgary. Although, just before the season started, I was like, I really wanted to put Vancouver in place of Calgary, but the thing is that last year I picked Vancouver because I said, "Oh, yeah, Bruce, there it is. We're gonna make the playoffs," and then they just came out and played like crap. So, it was a kind of a similar thing with, like, Rick Tocchet. They played great under Tocchet last year, but I was like, "Alright, I don't wanna fall for this same trick again," so I didn't pick them as a wild card. But yeah, Vastie's I don't think it's gonna be that long, Dean, at least not from the initial reports. I thought it was about a 10-week, uh, deal, but, that was, of course, a little bit before the regular season started. I still have the Rangers not making it. Well, I'm not gonna change my I can update my predictions, but I'm not gonna do that for a while, you know? But yeah, I picked the Rangers not to make it. I'm just not the most sold on their forward group, honestly. Not that they don't have a great roster altogether, but I don't know. I just said, "Look, the Penguins are really rolling the dice." I know that they're geriatric at center specifically, and, when you have Letang or when you have 2 offensive defensemen on the same team with one of them being Erik Karlsson, that doesn't necessarily work. I still look it's gotta be it. Like, Sid the Kid is not going to let his team miss the playoffs back-to-back years. I just can't see it. So, that's why I made the prediction that I did. All right, thanks again for hanging out with us, Ethan. Came to the Knights on a league minimum. Dude, that's not out of the realm of possibility, I think. That's an interesting point that you make. Has way more drive than Bruce did. Okay. Well, that's good because the Canucks have for the last, like, 8 years, they've they've been fairly irrelevant, unfortunately. So they need to get back. Is the stream ending? No. No, not at all. Not at all. Uh, about the Ducks game tonight. Oh, yeah, debut for Leo Carlsson. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to that. Um, Midnight Snacks. I love Midnight. What team are, people sleeping on? Hold on. Well, a lot of people are, very much, believers in the Dallas Stars right now, and while I think they could certainly make it a deep run like they did last year, I think people are sleeping on the fact that the Avalanche could still be, like, a lethal team and get back. Not that they're a sleeper to make the playoffs or anything like that. Winnipeg, they won 6-4 today. I know they lost their first game, but they decided to actually keep Hellebuck, and again, they added Velarde and, Kupari and, Iafallo in exchange for Dubois, and I don't know, maybe that actually will work out for them. Uh, other than that, like, some people to the casual fan who doesn't follow the NHL as much, I would say Buffalo, but of course, Buffalo not looking so hot to start the season, but that's okay. It's an 82 game year. It's not like the NFL where if you go 0-2, you're not gonna make the playoffs, like a 10%. Leo's hurting on IR. Oh, really? That must have been something that happened really recently, 'cause I remember a couple days ago seeing, like, opening day rosters that Carlson was gonna play. Pavel Mintyukov, though, I think he made the opening day roster, right? The Red Wings says Mike. It could be. They actually have a pretty scary top line. I liked them adding, JT Compher. I'm not like Ville Husso, I think he's a fine split starter goaltender. He's not a true number 1, though, I don't think. So, defensively, that team's gotta be a little bit tighter, and that's why apparently they brought in Justin Holl for a season. The Jackets, Elvis played really good in that opener, though, I thought. I thought he was pretty strong. At least the numbers would indicate that, but I did watch the game. Uh, I'm not there with the Blue Jackets just yet, honestly. They're a pretty green team, even though they're the Blue Jackets. Arizona, yeah, some people said that. I said that they would be a spoiler this year, and then next year they might be a playoff caliber team, but, hey, if they're ahead of schedule, I'm stoked because they haven't truly qualified for the playoffs since 2012. I know that we had the bubble series in 2020, but that was a different circumstance. Actually, that year for the early season, they were leading the Pacific Division, but I'd be stoked if Arizona got back in. They have some young weapons, not just Cooley, but like Dylan Guenther. Keller's pretty young himself, coming off an 86-point season. They have some young, decent puck movers on defense as well. I'd be happy for them. That'd be pretty awesome. All right, hopefully we get to this second period right about now. Hmm. Any other score updates? Oh, Islanders extend their lead now over the Buffalo Sabres to 2-0. So Brock Nelson with both goals already for the Isle. Damn, Sabres not looking so sharp. The Red Wings, by the way, have extended their or have retaken the lead against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Excuse me. First goal of the year for Lucas Raymond. Definitely was hoping for an offensive bounce back for him after a very strong rookie season. He might have been one of those Calder Trophy finalists, right? Barrett Hayton, yeah, Barrett Hayton had a good season last year. And speaking of, I always get him confused with Owen Tippett for some reason. Maybe because Dave Tippett was the coach of the Coyotes for a while when they were good. Was Owen Tippett a Coyotes draft pick? I can't remember. But anyway, Owen Tippett also had a good season last year, but yeah. So, yeah, the other 2 games that went final, we had the, Ottawa Senators go to 1-1 on the year with a 5-2 victory against the Philadelphia Flyers. 2 goals for Jacob Chikrin in that contest, and 2 goals for Brady Tkachuk. Travis Konecny for Philly with his 3rd of the season. The other game that went final today, we had the Jack Hughes is leading the league in points already, yeah. Not all that surprising. I mean, I know that we obviously have McDavid, but in terms of the Eastern Conference, could he lead in scoring? Maybe so. He's an outstanding player. Outstanding. And yeah, the Winnipeg Jets again, 6-4 over the Florida Panthers. Goals by Scheifele, Connor, Barron, DeMello, and Appleton. And Connor had 2 goals for them, O'Connor. And Evan Rodriguez, Carter Verhaeghe, and Sam Reinhart, the goal scorers for Florida. 2 of those goals from Evan Rodriguez, the new Florida Panther. Nick, what's going on? We've got ourselves Windy City Hockey, who is also on YouTube, the number 1 destination for Connor Bedard coverage on YouTube. No further, you should look than Windy City Hockey. So give my friend Nick here a sub and check out his content. And a great game so far, by the way, Nick. Really enjoying this contest. Had that great scrum there and a couple of power plays for both teams. And then the games that we're waiting for, there's still 5 games that have yet to start. Actually, Seattle and St. Louis just dropped the puck. As the Kraken, man, they got to be fishing for a win. Really, they do. After only scoring a goal in each of their first 2 games. Vancouver, Edmonton, we've got the rematch of that at 10 Eastern. Colorado visiting San Jose. And as a Sharks fan, I expect to get absolutely crushed, and I'm all here for it. Vegas versus Anaheim in Anaheim in Orange County, and then the Kings and the Hurricanes. I got to watch that at the same time as the Avs and the Sharks. I got to watch Canes and Kings. That's going to be a great game. That Tenor, oh yeah, the Tenority hit, and that was yeah, Doc going into the bench. And I mean, that's not easy. Doc's he's not maybe the most bulky player, but he's a tall dude. He's got a decent. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that rematch though. Also with the Canucks and the I gotta like get the Shannon setup going on here. I gotta watch all 3 of those games: Canucks, Oilers, Sharks, Avs, and Kings, Canes. Those are all gonna be fun to watch. Well, I mean, 2 of them should be pretty fun to watch. But, I gotta go down with the ship, right? Uh, Canucks had Draisaitl and McDavid pissed off. Yeah, I mean, I know that the Oilers have other weapons, but if those guys aren't driving the play there, then your chances get a lot better of defeating them. Although I do like me some Evan Bouchard from the blue line. And in our poll here, it looks like the Blackhawks have a 58-42 edge as to who's going to win this game. But yeah, right now it's anybody's game. It's a very even contest from what I'm seeing here. Right? I'm glad that I have you guys here to help me enjoy it even more. Nashville and Boston are in the second period. So yeah, all those 7 Eastern games are in second period now. Nashville, Boston still scoreless, or excuse me, still tied up at 1 apiece. Columbus still on top of the Rangers 2-1, and as I mentioned earlier, Detroit on top of Tampa by a score of 3-2. Doc's not going to return to the game. Oh God. Speaking of which, I was concerned when Caufield took that shove there by Vlasic. We still have Nick here. What did you think of that, man? Vlasic, dude, that guy playing with a bit of a mean streak. Can't lie, I love the addition. Oh, the addition of Matt Nieto, great. I wish him all the best. Long Beach native, longtime San Jose Shark and Colorado Avalanche. But Nieto's a great, and he'll be a fantastic asset on your penalty kill. Make some defensive plays. He'll lay some good hits out there as well. And yeah, we do love him. He's the Sharks, almost a Sharks legend, I would say. Favorite Sharks jersey is the 25th anniversary jersey. Absolutely my favorite. Not what they did with Adidas a few years later, but it's the original Sharks jersey in Reebok, but with the darker teal. It's magnificent. One of my favorite jerseys ever worn in the NHL as we drop the puck here in the second period. Here's Nick Foligno trying to dump it in the corner, but there's Kovacevic. Monahan is going to send this one off the boards. Looking for Slavkovsky. Great play there by Vlasic jumping into the play. And here it goes around the net looking for a teammate in the slot for Dickinson. And now Perry behind the net. Corey Perry going 2006 with this one. And off the boards, the Karams and picked up here by Monahan. Through the neutral zone, a drop pass and dumped down by Gooley. First one there is Dickinson. Vlasic was playing smart since he didn't have a stick there. That's right. Oh, Foligno coming, charging into the net there. Trying to cycle it along. Nice break up there by Matheson. And Slavkovsky trying to get around Connor Murphy. They collide there in the corner. And nice support there by Bedard. Donato having some trouble there against Savard, but able to come up with it. And through the neutral zone comes Chicago. Excuse me, Chicago. Montembeault fielding this puck from behind his net. And now Caufield. Along the boards. Ourselves a battle here. And Savard, a backhander around for Matheson. And slapped by Radish around the Montreal net. Bedard trying to free up that puck, but the Montreal defense has it. Turnover in the neutral zone, and here comes Athanasiou. A shot. Ooh, beautiful shot, but there was the trapper of Sam Montembeault, and we'll get a face-off here in the first 2 minutes of play. Well, that's too bad if Kirby Doc's not going to be around. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what Sportsnet's saying now about Doc, unfortunately. Hopefully it's just, just a little bruise, figuratively. All right. Jack-Eye from behind his net. Worked into the neutral zone. Here comes Gallagher. Gets around Kaiser. There we go. Finally remembering 44. It's funny, though, because Nick, if you're still here, because when I see 44 and I know your team has a Vlasic, I automatically try to connect the two. Anyway, Athanasiou, a little touch pass. Working with Tyler Johnson. Gaining the Montreal zone. A shot off the stick of Evans. Going to flip this over to Tanner Pearson. Acquired in a trade with the Vancouver Canucks. A shot from the side, from just about the goal line. Gallagher charging in front of the net, but scooping it up is Mrazek. And I'm already getting hungry. I might have to do a snack break at intermission here. Speaking of snacks, let's give Cortana, Hockey YouTube's best behaved doggo, a little bit of a snack herself because she's being a good girl. Got a girl. All right, face off in the Chicago zone, bumped out to the point. And a chance maybe here. Oh, a shot from Ilonen. Almost hit somebody in the head, but still alive in the Chicago zone. And trying to get a shot toward the net, but that was intercepted by Vlasic. Kachuk skadooches the puck into the Montreal zone. Harvey Pinard evading the pressure. Jack-Eye, and great play there by somebody in white. Couldn't see who that was, but it ends up around the net. Jack-Eye scooping it up. And bumped into the Chicago zone, but first there is Seth Jones. Harvey Pinard comes crashing in to lay a hit. Reese Johnson now has his stick lifted. Puck still alive here in the corner. Suzuki. And now Jones. And into the neutral zone for Jack-Eye to regroup. Shots favor the Habs by a 13-10 margin. And now regaining the zone are the Habs with Monahan having to pull up here, sending it over to Harris. Nice poke check there by Nick Foligno. Certainly a pretty poker. Regrouping Kovacevic. Evading some pressure there from Perry. And now into the Chicago zone, but briefly, Montreal will have to regroup. Josh Anderson, here's Suzuki or Caufield, a shot, backhander, and it trickles in, and that's a goal for Cole Caufield, striking first as the Habs get the 1-0 lead. Gold Caufield is in full effect, and Cortana is going to get a goal treat. Also, anytime we get a super chat here from any one of you fine folks, Cortana will get a treat as well. You want to buy a Sharks jersey? The one with the shark that is not in the triangle. What's the name of it? Oh, you mean like the Reebok one, the black one? The old black armor? Yeah, he ramped that one off the back of Mrazek with the backhand, a tricky backhander, and the Habs strike first. All right. Foligno having some trouble in his zone. Intercepted here. Monahan pulls up. Nice shot to the high slot. A one-timer, and that goes just through the crease. Corralled by Kovacevic. A chance in the slot there looking for Anderson. Hands it off at the point. Gouli, a shot blocked. Bumped out by the Hawks. Foligno immediately shoved by Gouli. Man, Gouli likes to play the body. I like watching this guy. And here he comes into the Chicago zone. Around the net. Looking for Kovacevic. Batted down by Korchinski. Dickinson evading the pressure of Monahan. And this pops all the way back into the Montreal zone for Kovacevic. He's going to have to replay this one here. And we got the Olay chant here at the Bell Center. Now Newhook behind the net. Takes a shove from Murphy. Some good support there from Vlasic. Ends up at the point. A shot from Matheson. And that goes just wide of Mrazek off the rebound. With Gallagher trying to backhand that toward the net. Newhook trying to jump in here against Radish. And now Korchinski. Sends this through the neutral zone. Will this be an icing? No. Jumping in is Radish in the Montreal corner. A backhander. Donato takes a stick check there from Jordan Harris. Or Savard. Good play there. Scooped up by Bedard into the slot. And Radish couldn't quite get off the shot. Still alive, though. A one-timer, Bedard, just wide of the net. And now Radish, again for Bedard. He shoots. Oh, and that might have glanced off the glove of Montembeau. A great chance and a great feed to Connor Bedard there, right in the middle of the slot. He's still out there, though. Now Kaiser. Oh, a chance in front for Donato and a nice little break up there by Matheson. But Bedard trying to shake a defender. Radish now at the top of the zone. Handing it off for Bedard. Looking, surveying. Bedard. Oh, he had Radish open for a one-timer. Nice look, but that was disrupted by a couple of sticks. Tenorti now. Behind the net, there's Matheson. Now Matheson leading the charge the other way, 3-on-2. Here's a chance in front. Matheson and a save by Mrazek. Still alive. Kaiser. And now Tenorti with a little bit of time to regroup, but an immediate great play there by Monahan. A drop pass to Gallagher and a glove save there by Mrazek. Glances off the trapper. A chance in the slot there. Nice stick check by Kaiser. Yeah, RB Pizza. She is hype. See, when you get one goal, then she's expecting more and more. Good zone time for the Hawks offense. Yeah, absolutely. Bedard, I mean, good. That was really good defense, though, by the Canadiens to just keep the middle clogged up. Looking a lot like the Golden Knights on that penalty kill in their home opener, most definitely. All right, we go to a commercial break here, so hang tight. We'll get back to the action shortly enough. I guess that ends the poll. So 58% had the Hawks, but Habs strike first. And we go in the meantime around the league, the Wild and Maple Leafs. It's 4-2 Toronto. Again, 2 goals for Matthews. The second of the year for William Nylander. Matthews, by the way, up to 5 goals. And Tyler Bertuzzi with his first goal as a Leaf. Great pickup. Really just 1 year for just a kind of chump change, honestly. They got him for a good deal. And Matt Boldy with his first of the year, a 30-goal scorer last year for Minnesota. Elsewhere, do we have any other score updates? Looks like everything is about the same right now. Yeah, everything else is the same. So 1-1 between the Predators and Bruins. 2-1 the Jackets. 2 goals from Captain Boo Jenner on top of the New York Rangers. The Red Wings are up 3-2 on the Bolts. And of course, we got our game going on right now. Still scoreless between the Flames and the Penguins. Oh, we'll get some more goals, Cortana. Hmm. All right. Stammer just scored. So that's what, two goals for him tonight, right? All right, off the face-off, Seth Jones. Athanasiou immediately pressured, but able to get the clear. Now Tyler Johnson trying to shake free of Harris. Good play from 54 in red. Kept in the zone briefly by Athanasiou. Nice heads-up play. They get it behind the net for Reichel. Trying to shake Suzuki, but a good play from Nick. Sends it around and moved it out of the zone by Harris. A good stretch pass, maybe a chance. Anderson, a little bit outnumbered now at the goal line in the corner. He's going to cycle this along around the net. Suzuki bumps it out to the point. Jack Eye, a shot and a save by Mrazek and a cover up with 12:25 left here in this second period. 17-12, the shots favor now 18-12. The shots favor the Canadiens. So yeah, 2 goals for Stammer. We got 2 goals for Jenner, 2 goals for Austin Matthews. We'll get a face off here in the Blackhawks zone. Won or controlled here by Chicago. And here comes Kachuk trying to get around Cooley. Good check there. If Bedard gets a goal, Cortana should get 2 treats. Dean, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. But we'll definitely hook up Cortana right now with a treat with your generosity, good sir. Oh, snap. I'm so sorry. I was looking away. We got ourselves a Habs goal. So how about that? She gets 2 treats. And that's the first goal. Is that New Hook? No, no, check that. That's Tanner Pearson on the scoreboard for the Canadiens as it's now 2-0. Here we go, Cortana. Here, come close. There you go. Good girl. All right, how about another one? Here you go. Whoop. We'll give her one of these two, huh? All right. Tanner Pearson, his first goal as a Montreal Canadien. All right, awesome. Now the Blackhawks, what are they going to have to do here? Again, Montreal able to defend the middle pretty well on that last great Blackhawks possession that we saw with Bedard out there. A shot from the point as Montreal is really trying to feed off of this. Oh, off the side of the net, and it actually took a weird carom. Mrazek was able to read that the whole way through, but man, there was almost a chance on the doorstep there, maybe for Jake Evans. And we have a little bit of a scrum behind the net here, but not a lot more benign than what we saw in the first period. We are losing the poll. Yeah. It's opposite day. Don't you know that? Yeah. Kaiser going at it with Evans from behind the net. 11:44 left here in the second period. Oh, Vlad Tarasenko had 2 assists today for Ottawa. Good for him. It's now 3-1 in a contest between the Rangers and Blue Jackets. Boone Jenner with a hat trick. Have a game. Ah, we. All right. Now Nick Foligno, Kaiser, and good defense or good play there from Pearson. Almost knocked it away from Foligno. Blackhawks get the clear here, but the Habs are really feeling the momentum right now. Foligno and turned over. Here's your Pearson flipped it over to Slavkovsky, but blocked immediately by Kaiser. And Slavkovsky kind of getting away with the holding on Kaiser there. Trickles out to Tenorti. And here's Foligno kind of running out of gas here, but he comes in and he draws a penalty. Couple of Habs knocked right into him. Are we going to get a penalty shot? No, it's just going to be a hooking call. So the Blackhawks will. Is that what's happening, Higgy? So the Blackhawks will go to the power play on a hooking. Foligno almost was able to get the draw penalty shot at the end of his shift, but Jordan Harris will go to the box for Montreal. And we'll see if Connor Bedard, who knows, maybe Reichel, Korchinski, Corey Perry getting his butt in front of the net. We'll see. Rank the NHL announcers. Where would Doc Emmerich be? He's not my favorite, but I think that he's poetic. So he has to be, for like American broadcasts. If we're talking about like national broadcasters, in my lifetime, he's got to be in the top 3, I would think, right? But I'm a big Gary Thorne fan, as you probably know. Even though, again, Doc has the cadence, he has the vocab, right? The lexicon. But Gary Thorne had the voice. Habs get an early clear here. Wow, I've almost drank all my Powerade. Gonna have to get another beverage, maybe an adult beverage. All right, here comes Donato. Sends it behind the Habs net. But Montreal able to get the clear here pretty effortlessly as we near the halfway point in this contest. Settled by Mrazek for Seth Jones. Into the neutral zone. He's got Donato. Touch pass over to Reichel. Having a little trouble there. Nice play. And on a breakaway. Here comes Harvey Pinard. Skates in. He shoots. And a glove save from Mrazek. Boy, oh boy. A reckless play there from Reichel. And the other way, Bedard feeding it up ice just out of the reach of Perry. And who knows what that could have led to. Good play along the boards by Bedard to touch that back to the point. And now Korchinski. Walking the line. Getting it down. And now in the high slot for Bedard. A shot with some traffic in front. Scooped up. Back to Bedard. A chance maybe at the dot. Reichel. And now Bedard. He's got Korchinski. Hands it off. Work down below toward the net. Perry a shot. Ramps up maybe. And pops out of the zone here with 40 left on the power play. Alex Nedeljkovic is doing solid. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Bedard just trying to stick handle around Evans, but no luck. Actually, Tyler Johnson, I should say. And that came out of the zone, so we'll get a neutral zone face-off with 31 seconds left on the man advantage for Chicago. When Doc narrated Power Stick Hockey Week. I don't know about that. Yeah, Harvey Pinard with a great chance, and he shot at a good time too. But Mrazek, great glove save. And so far Mrazek has looked pretty good this year. Mm. And actually, the Hawks or the Habs wanted a too many men on the ice call against the Blackhawks, but that didn't happen. All right, this gets cleared all the way down. Into the neutral zone. Athanasiou handing it off to Radish. Ooh, evades a Kovacevic hip check. Looked old school there. Athanasiou trying to get it away from Gouli. Good support from Foligno, but it comes out of the zone. Maybe a chance the other way. Here comes Gouli. Oh, and a pad save from Mrazek. We're back to even strength here. Here comes Athanasiou. Barely able to get it around Suzuki. Hands it off to Foligno. Suzuki making some good plays in his own zone, though. Good puck pressure, and even though he's not the biggest guy out there, he's been asserting himself physically along the glass. Excuse me. Ooh, big hit behind the net there. It looked like that was Connor Murphy on Anderson. That's never easy. And Korchinski, a backhander into the neutral zone, contested by the Habs. Radish along the boards into the neutral zone. He works it for Cole Gutman. That's the guy, number 70, had a goal in the opening game. Alex Vlasic into the play. Whacked away by Caufield, but still alive for the Blackhawks now. Kachuk out for Gutman. Finds his way out to the point, but intercepted for a moment, or at least deflected Anderson. Now here we go in the slot. There was Johnson. A chance for Gutman and a save right in the gut of Sam Montembeau with 7:59 left here in the second period. 4-3. Okay, the Wild turning this thing into a shootout, are they? So we go to a commercial break here. We can take a look at the scores updating here. Red Wings back on top over the Bolts on a goal from former Colorado Avalanche JT Confer, or as I like to say, JT straight out of Confer. Great to see him get on the board. I really do like him. He's a hard nosed player, and you can plug him in as your second line center. And yeah, that third goal for the Wild to make it a 1 goal game. Oh, Marco Rossi. Is that his first NHL goal? I gotta look this up, guys. Yeah, that's the first NHL goal in Marco Rossi's career. So congratulations to him. Kind of long overdue, if you ask me, but hey, better late than never. The Buffalo Sabres have closed the gap. It's now 2-1 Islanders on a goal from Jordan Greenway, his first of the season. All right, Pizza Hut, you gotta take off. I understand. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Great to have you along. Mm. Still scoreless in Pittsburgh. Thank you, Higgy. Getting Higgy with it. 4-1 Blue Jackets over the Rangers. And David Juracek. I didn't even know he was on the roster. Rookie David Juracek. Maybe that's a Calder Trophy dark horse. His first of the year, or first of his career. And Columbus is taking it to the Rangers. The Bruins jump out to now a 2-1 lead. I don't know who scored that last goal, though. It just happened. Anyway, we'll see what happens with this game in just a moment as we come back from the commercial break. Awesome. You guys have been an excellent group so far. Thank you so much. All right. This is behind the Montreal Canadiens net. Gallagher and intercepted by Vlasic. Trying to get it to Bedard, but ends up on the stick of Pearson. A backhander intercepted by Vlasic, looking up ice, trying to maybe find Bedard. And now ends up on the stick of Savard in the neutral zone. Along the boards here, just kind of a scrum of 6 players. Monahan trying to get it free from Jones. And now Alex Vlasic, a stretch pass. Good breakup there from Tanner Pearson. And Brendan Gallagher feeds it over to Suzuki, a backhander to Matheson. He's going to regroup here. Through the neutral zone, the Canadians come. It's Savard. Stood up immediately by Vlasic. And now Dickinson off the loose puck. He's got Perry. Good back check from, looks like that was Slavkovsky. And this is going to go for icing. So we'll get a face off in the Montreal zone with under 7 left. Now you have a soft spot for the Blackhawks. Well, I guess the time would be now, right? The worst is probably over for Chicago, even though it's going to be. Was Blankenberg injured? Oh, huh. I didn't hear, but yeah, it was surprising to see Juracek, I guess, called up. Not to mention Werenski has been injured too, right? After that quad contusion he suffered to the Philadelphia Flyers. Yeah, so Alex Vlasic is Mark Edward Vlasic's cousin, I believe. Hmm. All right. Mrazek is going to play this from behind his net. Pinching is Slavkovsky. Worked into the corner for Dickinson. Good support from Suzuki. Funneled out to the point, and Gooley slaps it back behind the Chicago net. Dickinson trying to free himself from Dickinson. Able to shovel it out to the point for Gooley. Around the net, looking for Slavkovsky. And a good defensive play there from Tenorti to put a body on him. A scrum along the boards here. Montreal, by the way, extending their lead in shots, 22-13. A one-timer, and that goes just wide of Mrazek. Good windup there from, looked like Jake Evans. And we have a puck out of play. Yeah. Mark-Edouard Vlasic, he's got 3 more years left on his deal with a modified no trade clause. We hit another commercial break here, just under 6 left in the second period. And what's been a fun game so far, certainly. But I think that, Cortana needs another apple. Yeah. Ooh, this is a big piece right here. Flames Flames jump out to a 1-0 lead on a power play goal. We'll get a, score update around the NHL at this time. Nashville and Boston are now tied at 2. Pastrnak joins the scoring, his 3rd of the season, but, Nashville must have just scored because I don't see who scored for them, on NHL. But yeah, that power play goal, for the Flames, NHL needs to update a little bit more quickly with, actually who scores these goals. Alright, so yeah, who scored that goal for Nashville? I still haven't found out. So, we're just at a, commercial break here, so just, hang tight. We'll be back with the action here. I guess while we're on this, commercial break, though, I can, do another quick plug here. So for those of you who don't know, we're actually uploading our episodes now to Spotify, so you can follow me there. I might actually expand this to, like, Apple Podcasts, but yeah, maybe get into some more podcasting because I do like producing longer form content. So we're on Spotify. You can also find us on our Discord community. We've got about 50 or so people here. Great hockey fans. We've got chat rooms for every team in the NHL and some other ones out there as well. Great chance to post pictures of you at hockey games, pictures of your jersey collection, pictures of your cute pets, all that stuff. You can find links to all this in the video description down below. And also, we are on Rumble uploading our content. So if you miss an upload on YouTube, you could always find it on Rumble. And so you can hang out with us there as well. Eventually, we'll do some simulcast streaming to Rumble as well. All right, we're going to get back in action here from the Bell Center. All right, this is behind the Chicago net. Worked around for Jack-Eye. He's going to slap this behind the net. And again, a chance out in front, but a good interception for a moment there by Reichel. A shot from the point, just wide of the net. Harris trying to scoop this up. And once again, here comes, Ilinen. That's right. And Reichel going to lead the charge the other way. Center ice. Here's Murphy, Connor Murphy. Good check there from Harris to keep that puck away. And now Jake Evans stays in the zone, though. Good keep in and sent behind Montembeau. And it'll be played here by Harris. 5 minutes left here in the period. Harris buying his time, but pursued by Bedard. And now Kovacevic gains the Chicago zone around the net, looking for Suzuki. Just a simple touch pass there to the point. Back behind the net, but a good breakup there from Vlasic. He's been a fun guy to watch tonight, that's for sure. Still in the zone though. And Vlasic is going to send this around the net for Jones. Up ice looking for Donato. Good back check from Kovacevic. Now off a loose puck, he's going to send this. And it looks like the Habs are actually offside here with 4:23 left. Coronado. All right. So we got some first goals tonight. Looks like David Juracek, Marco Rossi, and now Matthew Coronado. I think it's Matt Coronado, right? After 44 minutes at the paint can, 1-0. All right, we're gonna get a neutral zone face off here. Monahan. This one actually trickles all the way back to Montembeau, and now Kovacevic into the neutral zone. Stood up and pretty quickly, and now the Habs are offside. Second intermission, and the Red Wings are up 4-3 over the Lightning in the Steve Yzerman Cup. Yep, Islanders still lead the Sabres by a 2-1 margin. Off the face-off, a little bump pass there from Pearson. And good clean zone entry there for Gallagher. Takes a shove there, but nice support from his teammate as Gooley looking for a tip play in front. Good breakup. You don't hear about that very often. And it's fielded by Mrazek for a cover up as we get within 4 minutes of second intermission here. 2-0 Habs. Pearson with one of the goals, and the other one, boy, it's already evading me who scored that first goal for them. Caufield. Caufield got it by backhanding it off of the back of Mrazek. At the point, Matheson a shot, and that gets blocked in front. There was quite the scrum in front of Mrazek there. And, ooh, that was a kind of a dangerous play as Reese Johnson nearly got whacked in the face. Regrouping here is Tenorti. Off the boards and intercepted. Montreal comes the other way. Slavkovsky looking for new hook. A chance at front for Caufield trying the same thing. But Mrazek was able to read it, getting the save with his shoulder there. And back comes Gutman. Gutman. Backhander. Saved by Montembeau, but we're going to get a slashing penalty to the Habs with 3:11, great band, remaining in the second period. Chicago will get their fourth power play of this game. Or is it fourth time a charm? We'll never win a cup again. I guess they get a coach like Quenville. So you're not sold on Richardson, or I think that we have to wait until the young guys actually get a chance to develop a little bit. Rye bread, I do like rye bread, especially like a corned beef sandwich on rye bread. That's like my favorite thing. You live in Calgary, but you're cheering for the Penguins. Interesting. Or did you say that you're around Red Deer? Somebody recently in our stream was at the battleground city of Red Deer. Anyway, Habs get the clear here. Now they're out shooting Chicago, by the way, by a 25-13 margin. All right, Seth Jones methodically advancing the puck up ice for Bedard, and a good back check there by Harvey Pinard. Bedard, a chance in front at the oh my gosh, at the crease there were three Hawks right there. They couldn't get a shot off, but Jones over to Bedard, surveying high slot. Now to Jones, back to Bedard, a shot and wide of the net, and that might trickle out of the zone. And yes, it does. And maybe springing a breakaway here. Here it is. Monahan, he scores! Oh, top shelf where Mala hides the cookies, and Monahan makes it 3-0 Habs. As that shot had too much mustard on it and rimmed all the way out of the Montreal zone. And a beautiful little touch pass, whoever that was, to spring. Oh, God, I think I spat there. To spring Monahan loose on a breakaway. We got gold treats for Cortana, and we got a 3-0 lead for the Habs. Holy moly. What a nice play by Harvey Pinard just to touch that over with one hand to Monahan. And yeah, man, what a roofer. Beautiful shot. So now the Hawks really find themselves defeated with their fourth power play of the game and now trailing 3-0. Bedard is a wild pickup, though. Oh, he had a broken wrist. That's what he had. I've been there, man. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I got the surgery scar right here. All right. Radish trying to do something for his team here. Johnson. Giggity. And Korchinski, a one-timer saved by Montembeau. Nobody in front there. Matheson pass off the boards. Corralled by Radish. Maybe another chance. Korchinski, a shot. Or Athanasiou, I should say. And that puck deflects out of play with 30 left in the penalty and a minute 40 left here in period number 2. Yeah, Blackhawks are not looking particularly sharp in this period. And their special teams is kind of letting them down. And what should be opportunistic for them to kind of crawl their way back into this game. Oh, Carey Price is at the game too, and Fans are cheering loudly as they show him on the scoreboard here. We'll get another face-off here. Yeah, great shot by Monahan. Face-off in the Montreal zone. Monahan wins this one. Monahan, Caufield, and Pearson, the 3 goals for the Habs tonight. This gets sent all the way down, length of the ice, and Korchinski will lead the Hawks the other way. Johnson jumping into the corner here. Great read by Caden Gooley. He's having a very nice game so far. Polino to the point. He's got Korchinski. A shot pass broken up there by Kovacevic very cleanly. Athanasiou, the puck evades him. Now Foligno from behind the net. Checked by Kovacevic. Gooley there to support. Jumping in is Radish. And now Savard in the neutral zone. He's going to dump this down. Back to even strength here with under a minute to play. Updating my scoreboard here. Perry, high slot, ramps off a stick. Still in the zone here as kept in by Murphy. A shot. Ooh, that nearly trickled through. Anderson. Now Jack Eye sealed off along the boards there by Perry. Kachuk jumps in. And now Harris. Worked into the neutral zone. Almost a chance. Oh, and Perry. He looked like he got tripped up there by Jack High. And we might actually have offsetting minors. Jones has to be out that first power play. You'd rather have Korchinski. Wow, already. But yeah, looks like Jack Eye and Perry got kind of tied up. Jack Eye had put him down, and then they just were shoving each other. Oh yeah, Jack Eye like kind of almost punched Perry in the face there. I don't blame him. To pull off some wins. Well, I mean, geez, it's those little things, right? When you get that shot that ramps up and funnels its way out of the attacking zone, and then they just come in on the breakaway there. They have been caught kind of like in transition. They have not been the sharp, going the other way. But I think the goaltending from Mrazek's been really good so far. I know that last shot. How's he going to stop that? When it gets roofed like that. Be patient with Chicago. They got some new faces there and a lot of young talent. I'd like to see Reichel unleashed a little bit more offensively, though. All right, face off in the Montreal zone as we're at 4-on-4 right now. And that will continue into the third period. I'll actually update my little scoreboard here. And I'm going to do this prematurely. But I'll just say it's second intermission right now because we're about to get there. All right, Gooley. Just methodically handing it off to Harris now. Dean! Holy moly. Can we get some love for Dean here? He already had a super chat earlier. Maybe a chance as time winds down. Good play by Kaiser. And the Habs will skate into intermission with a 3-0 lead on goals from Caufield, Pearson, and Monahan. Who would if somebody told me, Nick, when you're doing live streams, your biggest supporters will be Golden Knights fans. For those who don't know, I'm a diehard Sharks fan. I would have said you were crazy. But anyway, thanks, Dean. That's wonderful of you. Let's give Cortana a couple treats for that. So we get to the second intermission, 3-0 Habs. And their penalty kill certainly one of their strengths tonight. All right, guys. Watch Cortana for me. I'm going to take a quick break here. And we'll be back and take a look at some scores around the NHL. Actually, you know what we'll do? I'll just play some video content for you. How about that? Here we go. Let's go with this.
What's the best tradition for Winnipeg Jets fans? It's the Winnipeg Whiteout. This dates all the way back to 1986 with the original Winnipeg Jets franchise. When they were playing the Calgary Flames in the playoffs, the marketing team decided, hey, it would be a great idea to get everybody to wear white. That would be very easy for all the fans to bring in something white into the arena. Another one, though, that I have to mention is True North. So True North Sports and Entertainment owns the Winnipeg Jets. And of course, that's part of O Canada, the Canadian national anthem. So every time the singer sings True North, everybody screams. Stick around for more content on NHL history and culture for all 32 teams. What's the best tradition for Pittsburgh Penguins fans? Since '07, the Penguins players have personally delivered season tickets to the season ticket holders. That's pretty awesome. So I'll play a clip from one family here who has had season tickets since 1979. Great Smashing Pumpkins song. But they didn't know that this year it would be Sidney Crosby coming to their house with the season tickets. And then later that day, he got to surprise a 14-year-old boy on his birthday. That's pretty darn special. Chris Letang, Jake Gensel, Brian Rust, and Tristan Jarry also helped out. Stick around for more content on NHL history and culture for all 32 teams. What's the best tradition for LA Kings fans? As a Sharks fan, it's very easy for me to remember this one. It's their Eric Cartman comics, so they'll put him up on the Jumbotron, and he'll get the fans fired up by bashing the opponent of another team. Stick around for more content on NHL history and culture for all 32 teams. Hmm. Sorry, my stomach was growling there. Okay. Okay. Dean, no, no, not at all. I mean, when the Kings were bad, I I felt bad that when the Kings were bad because it's like y- rivalries are best when your team is good and the other team is good, or if you both suck and just want to punch each other. Yeah, I just had to eat a jerky stick there, man. Really good jerky, by the way. Oh boy. So yeah, Dean, to answer your question, no, 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 no hate. Probably not. Like I said, like when we learned that the NHL was going to expand to Vegas, I was like, really? That's pretty rad. I never thought that I would be like seeing them as my least liked team, but things change over time, right? Well, that's high praise, Mike. Very high praise. Thank you so much. I just want people to enjoy themselves as much as they can here, and in the company of good fans, and as I'm seeing, especially out of our members community, because I have more close interactions with them regularly. Really good people too, you know. Venison jerky? Ah, yeah. So my grandfather used to hunt deer, and so he'd actually make his own venison jerky. Best jerky I've ever had, and I mean, this was so damn tough. It was a meat lollipop, right? So I certainly do miss it, but there's some good alternatives out there in the market. But yeah, yeah, venison jerky can be quite incredible. Good call. Josh Norris will actually be able to take contact pretty soon, reports Elliot Friedman. Well, that's good. Any MVP streams? I have never thought about doing an MVP stream. So, for those of you who don't know, we do have memberships available for premium content for MVPs. So they get actual additional videos, but we all members get live streams. We have members only live streams, or when I do a live stream like this, I might actually preface it with a members stream where people can hang out with me before I appear in front of everybody on the channel. So we do that. There's some other little perks here and there as well. But yeah, an actual MVP stream, I don't know if I'll do that.
If you're welcome to let me know your thoughts on that. But usually, if I do a live stream, it's going to be for anybody who's a member. If you're an MVP or if you're an All Star. All right, what's going on elsewhere in the NHL? Hmm. Looks like all of these scores are just about the same right now. Bruins and Predators are tied at 2 with 3 minutes left there in the second period. Thank you, Riley. Rocking the number 10, the late great Guy Lafleur, rest in peace. Simmons has both goals. So Colton Sissons has 3 goals in his first 3 games. Has he ever even hit 20? I wouldn't think so. Sissons. He's been with Nashville the whole time, right? Yeah. Man, longtime Nashville Predator. He's had 15 one time. But Colton Sissons, 3 here, Van Riemsdyk and Pastrnak for the Bruins so far. There's something higher than MVP? No, it goes, All-Star is, lowest level, then MVP. I've never done or haven't done this because I don't know what else I would offer up, but I was thinking about maybe a Hall of Fame tier. Well, yeah, I mean, Axiom, I get you. Even if the Panthers had never faced them, like, the whole Riley Smith, Jonathan Marchessault losses, right? That stings, right? I just enjoy watching hockey. Exactly, Dean, that's what we love, man, because, I mean, there comes a time, you probably saw that with the playoffs last year. You're like, "Oh, damn, my team's out," right? Or not last year, but the year before, like 2022. And you're like, "Well, I mean, I don't wanna miss out on this though," because it's still the same game. It's just guys in different uniforms. Alright. Hall of Fame? I do not know what I would offer up, though. I honestly don't know. Whatever it is, I don't know. Maybe it would just be about the same as the MVP, but if anybody wanted to give more, I'm not gonna say no. You give so much more than just my time or you give me more than just your time, but you also are an MVP, and you are a frequent, patron in the form of supers as well, so you might already just be de facto Hall of Fame material. Yeah, so scores look all about just the same. We get into the start of the 3rd period here between the Blue Jackets and Rangers. David Jiricek, he is on the board for his first NHL goal. Penguins have tied it up, huh? All right, we'll check that in just a moment. And, sorry, I have bits of jerky all in my mouth here. And, Boone Jenner had a hat trick. Who had that on their bingo board? Captain Boone. Brian Rust. Oh, that Rust goal in that first game was a thing of beauty. We're in the, 3rd period between the Bolts and the Red Wings, and right now the Red Wings have a 4-3 lead. Goals from Sprong, DeBrincat, Raymond, and Comfer, his first as a Red Wing. On the Tampa side, a goal from Hagel and 2 from Captain Stamkos. Oh, really? You actually liked Tampa for a while. I think my biggest time supporting Tampa was in '04. For some reason, I couldn't stand the Flames because they were a rival to my Sharks at that time, and so I was rooting for the Lightning in that final. Whoa, 2-1 now, huh? Damn, that was quick. How'd they do that? Islanders are still up on Buffalo as we get to second intermission there. 2 goals from Brock Nelson, and on the Buffalo side of things, a goal for Jordan Greenway. 41 seconds into the 3rd. Wow, that was quick. So, yeah, Matt Coronado had a goal for the Flames to open things up. That is his first in the NHL. And then Brian Rust and former Vegas Golden Knight Riley Smith now his second as a member of the Penguins. Any yeah, they were only 23 seconds apart. Damn. Letang against Malkin. I need some more Eric Carlson though. That's go ahead. Yeah, I do have a I have a Carlson jersey. It's the Seals one behind me here, if you can see that. There. The team becoming good in their first season. Yeah. Oh, that would do it, man. Yeah, and seeing Marshall win the Conn Smythe, yeah, that would do it, man. You know, though, hey, time heals all wounds, though, when it comes to somebody in the other conference, right? Like, as a Sharks fan, 2016 was a gut punch. It was an amazing run the Sharks went on, but it did not end very well. The Penguins, I knew all along were the better team. They steamrolled San Jose in that cup. It was Martin Jones. Martin Jones was the only reason why it went 6 games, I'm pretty convinced. So I loathed the Penguins for a little while there, but that those times are far, far behind me now. All right, well, Pittsburgh charging out at the gate pretty strong in the final period. And then, of course, we have Kraken. I forgot them because they were out of the frame here on NHL. The Kraken have a 1-0 lead on the Blues at the start of the second period. First of the year for expansion. Wait, was he? No, he wasn't an expansion pick. He was like their first free agency signing or one of them. Jaden Schwartz on the board for Seattle, assisted by Bjorkstrand and Dunn in the first 40 seconds of that period, as Seattle looks to get their first win of the year despite losing their first two. Hmm. Yep, we got four other games to look forward to here in the evening. Canucks and Oilers, the rematch. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody scored 8 goals, but it might not be the Canucks this time. Colorado versus San Jose. Yeah, I'm gonna crack a beer for that one, probably. Ducks and Golden Knights. As the Knights have a very good shot at going 3-0. And hey, a couple of rookies there or young players for the Ducks to look forward to this season. And we've got the Hurricanes and Kings. I'll probably end up watching that game just as much as I watch the Sharks, maybe even more. Hurricanes and Kings. What could be a possible, not the most likely, but could be a possible Stanley Cup final. It does pay me to see that the Hurricanes are the front runner, not by much by any means, but have the best odds at winning the Stanley Cup this year. It pains me to see that. I hate seeing that because, like, Money Puck all season long, had the Hurricanes in their like wheel right where they carve out pie pieces. Analytically, it was like all pointed to the Hurricanes going to the Stanley Cup final and winning. And then they ran into Sergei Bobrovsky. That's all I gotta say, man. They ran into Bobrovsky into Tkachuk. I'm hoping this has to be the year though. I think it's gonna if they don't do it this year, I think that I don't know. I'm kind of scared of what could happen after that. They have just about everything that they need to go on a cup run. And of course, as a big time Brent Burns fan, I am certainly cheering for them. Detroit has scored their fifth goal of this game. DeBrincat has his second of the night, his third of the season, assisted by his line mate Dylan Larkin. 5-3 Red Wings over the Lightning. All right. Well, hopefully this third period gets underway here pretty soon. I wonder what Luke Richardson is saying to his team in the locker room right now, though, because they got to be kind of deflated, kind of demoralized there after that second period. Hmm. You know, I haven't really been following the AHL just yet. Let's see what's happening in the AHL. Why not? If we're waiting for this third period to get underway, we might as well take a look, right? AHL, yeah, .com. Let's see here. Today we have the Grand Rapids Griffins with a big time 4-0 lead over the Colorado Eagles. So what is that? The Red Wings affiliate over the Avalanche affiliate. I guess that would make some people happy. We've also got the Henderson Silver Knights with a whopping 6-3 lead over the Iowa Wild. the Bridgeport Islanders. They should be the Sound Tigers. They have a 2-0 lead over the Syracuse Crunch, the affiliate over the Lightning. The Cleveland Monsters, the affiliate of the Blue Jackets, with that new logo of theirs, have a 5-1 lead over the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, the Flyers affiliate. The Hartford Wolfpack with a 2-1 lead over the Springfield Thunderbirds. What is that? The Thunderbirds are the Blues affiliate or the Panthers affiliate? I know they've been the Panthers affiliate at some point, but that's the Rangers affiliate. They're in Hartford. And Milwaukee and Chicago are scoreless right now. Tucson with a 1-0 lead over the Texas Stars. The Belleville Senators with a 2-0 lead over the Capitals affiliate, the Hershey Bears. 4-3, the score between the Abbotsford Canucks and the Canadiens affiliate, the Laval Rocket. The Sabres affiliate, the Rochester Americans, defeated the Toronto Marlies in overtime by a score of 5-4. The San Jose Barracuda, hey now, 7-2 over the Rockford Ice Hogs. And our final game, our last game that went final, the Charlotte Checkers convincingly defeated the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, Wilkes-Barre, right, by a score of 4-1. Makar is your favorite player on the Avalanche? Man, the guy's a wizard. Like, seriously, if he was on, I wonder, I bet, I mean, he already got close to 100 points one year. I think he could do it. He could do it more than once in his career, honestly. I just saw that the Habs are beating the Hawks in the faceoff circle by a margin of 27-8. Yikes. That's how it's done, Higgy. There are just some days I wake up and I feel I embody Brass Bonanza. I just wake up, I'm just like, hockey stuff today. And so like I'll just bump that song. Or I'll whistle it. Penguins have a 3-1 lead. All right. Oh, whoops. Oh, shoot. My feed just cut out. Oh boy. Oh boy. Come on, Sling. Come on, buddy. Come on, we can do it. There we go. Okay. All right, we're gonna get underway with the third period here. And Chicago respond. It is 4-on-4, don't forget. Oh, oops. Do that. There we go. Yeah, Penguins, man, they're hungry in this third period. Feel free to let us know who had that last goal for them or that. Gensel gets on the board. Meanwhile, Boston is taking a 3-2 lead against the Predators on a goal from Charlie McAvoy, his first of the year. And we are underway with the third period, 4-on-4, with Korchinski getting the puck out of the zone here and into the neutral. Johnson trying to get it deep, but stood up immediately. Radish and a little miscommunication there with Jones. Johnson and the Hawks are having a hard time getting through the neutral zone here. Jones and the puck gets stripped away there by Caufield. And finally gaining the zone are the Hawks with Jones, a shot off of Gouli, a chance in front, a score! Tyler Johnson, Spokane, raised up, baby. And the Hawks make it a 2-goal game. Took kind of an awkward bounce there, and Johnson saw it the whole way. We might have ourselves a game here in Montreal. But yeah, that puck had gone through the legs of Gouli for otherwise what's been an awesome game for him, I believe. Yeah. Love it, man. Tyler Johnson brought the cup when he won it with Tampa. He brought it to Spokane. I got to take my picture with it, so that's awesome. All right. Still oh, wait. 4-on-4 has expired, I think. No, still 4-on-4, just the, scoreboard didn't update. Um, in the Blackhawks corner Kaiser trying to dig it out. Nice job by Anderson, though, to keep the puck away. Now here's Newhook. Gets stripped for a second there, but cycles it to Anderson. At the point, Matheson keeps it away from Bedard. Behind the net. With time. Nobody's at the front of the net, though. A chance, though, off the one-timer. There's Newhook. Easy save, though, for Mrazek. Not a very good shot there from Newhook. Final seconds of 5-on-5, by the way. So, or of 4-on-4, excuse me. All right. So now we're back to 5-on-5. Here comes Connor Murphy to the wing for Perry, but the puck bounced off his stick. And now Slavkovsky. He's been kind of quiet tonight. Mrazek, after Slavkovsky has sent it in deep, does finish his check, but the Hawks get the clear here. Gully regrouping with Kovacevic. And now behind the Hawks net with Murphy sending it up ice. Not out of the zone, though. Slapping at it was Gully. And Mrazek's going to paddle this aside to Murphy as Chicago regroups. Trying to get the clear. Good pressure from Monahan. He's had a good game, not just the goal. He's been kind of a disruptive force for them tonight. Gully, good stick check there from Foligno. Skates it out. Actually, really chips it out. And we'll get a full change for just about both sides. Nice hit there in the neutral zone by Dickinson. Now Mrazek from behind his net. Jones at center ice. Up ice for Athanasiou. He's got a chance. Athanasiou charging in. He couldn't quite get the shot on goal. Takes a big spill. Now Pearson from behind his net. Harris playing this up into the neutral zone for Gallagher. Monahan gets it deep behind Mrazek. Gallagher. And now a chance in front. Oh, nice play there from Reichel, because otherwise it would have been Monahan all alone in front of Mrazek. Chicago gets the clear here. We're getting 2 hours and 22 minutes into our stream, and I did a 50-minute stream right before this. So my mouth and my motor skills are getting kind of weak. So bear with me, guys. Doing my best here. Matheson leading the charge the other way. Here's Caufield. Oh, nice deke around Kaiser. Around the net, still with it, but supporting there is Seth Jones, and back the other way comes Cole Gutman. Back for Kaiser. Nice back check there from Anderson. But he's actually going to get called for a penalty here, maybe a holding. Chance in front of the net, but that puck trickles through the crease. And we get a, looks like a slashing call, excuse me. And Chicago will get their 5th power play of this game. And we've already seen the Habs score a shorthanded goal. Spencer, how you doing, man? I like your logo right now, your profile pic. That looks pretty dope. Hey, yo, guys, by the way, I'm sure some of you are familiar with his work, but the great SAC Sports Adventures, Spencer, he actually vlogs from all sorts of sports venues. You name the sport, he's been there. His vlogs are beautiful. The editing is excellent. I highly recommend checking out his channel and showing your support. So a very unique way of actually capturing various sporting events all throughout the continent. Love the work that you're doing over there, Spencer. Don't stop one bit. And shoot, a member of this channel for a year now. That's pretty dope too. All right, Blackhawks power play once again. And the Habs are going to get it cleared right off the faceoff. All right, here comes Seth Jones. Hands it off for Bedard. Nice play, though, to stand him up. Good play there from, it looks like that was, Evans. Jones? Yeah, you're welcome. Into the Montreal zone. Runs into Donato for a moment there. Pulls up. Has Bedard at the point. Works it to the faceoff circle for Reichel. One-timer for Jones. Wide of the net. Rebound corralled by Bedard. Hassled there by Ilonen. A shot from Jones. Oh, a tip play in front. Oh, getting the pad down was Montembeau. Still a scramble for it, but a beautiful pad save by Sam Montembeau to keep this a 2-goal game. And yeah, a bit of a scrum afterwards too, as a bunch of players were down in the crease. Donato being one of them. Wow, beautiful. That's the save of the game. I gotta say. Uh, Let's take a look at that save once again. Ulinen. Oh, okay. They actually do give a good pronunciation to his name. Yeah, beautiful save, man. They still show a superimposed advertisement for the. Oh yeah, like on the boards. Gary Bettman and his comments about the board advertisements. My goodness. Corey Perry has his head down on the bench. I don't know why. Huh. Anyway, 107 left in the penalty here. Faceoff is in the neutral zone, and the Blackhawks settle it here. First 5 minutes gone by here in the third period. Bedard into the zone, gets around Kovacevic, but Kovacevic comes back and gets the old stick lift on it. At the circle, Polino, Bedard out there. At the dot, in front. Oh, nice little tip set up there for Reichel. But that was saved by Montembeau. Montreal gets the clear here. Harvey Pinard. Great assist on that Monahan goal, excuse me. And now Jones. Under 30 left in the penalty. Now Athanasiou a shot and a good block there by Savard. Into the corner for Radish. Out at the point for Korchinski. A chance in front. Oh, good stick tie up there by Savard. He was late. He was late there, but he got a stick on it. Still alive though. Athanasiou a shot. Save Montembeau. Back the other way will come Caden Gooley with Jake Evans. Evans pulls up. He's got a teammate in front looking for Urlanen. And then Chicago will, in expiring seconds here, slap this one in deep. And now settling it is David Savard. Savard settling things here. 13:30 left in the first, or excuse me, left in the third. Matheson, he's gonna just buy his time. Ooh, kind of an errant pass that Montevo had to steer aside. And the Habs turn this over in the neutral zone, and Chicago's going to send this one in deep. Montevo leaving it for Matheson, and now Jacky into the neutral zone. He's got Slavkovsky coming into the Chicago zone. Takes some contact there from Kaiser. Shoves Vlasic. Both Hawks defenders go down. Gallagher there. This ends up in the corner here for Newhook. Looking for Slavkovsky. Jumping in was Harris. Left at the point. Anderson a shot. And an easy save there at the top of his crease for Peter Mrazek. All right, so we go to our first commercial break here. Hold tight. Hawks do strike with the 4-on-4, but what is that? Their sixth power play. They come up yet again empty-handed. All right, what else is happening right now? So still 3-2 Boston. That go ahead goal scored by Charlie McAvoy, his first of the year. Rangers have cut it to 4-2 on a goal from I don't even know who this guy is, guys. I'm sorry about that. Will Coyle? Cuylle. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, that's his first of the season at least. 5-4, the Red Wings lead the Lightning with under 6 to play in that game. That fourth goal is scored by Victor Hedman, his first of the year. We have 2 goals from Steven Stamkos and 2 for DeBrincat. Elsewhere, the Penguins hold on to that 3-1 lead. Goals from Rust Crosby and also, Rust Gensel and Riley Smith. Toronto holds on to that 4-3 lead. against the Minnesota Wild with 2 goals from Matthews. He's already out to 5 on the year. Marco Rossi scoring his first NHL goal. How fantastic. What's Seattle doing right now? 1-1 against the St. Louis Blues as Jaden Schwartz has scored against his old team. Jordan Kyrou, his first of the year for St. Louis, as we are just past the halfway mark in that game. But Seattle, again, desperate for a win. And then we got 4 more games for this evening, and I'm looking forward to them because we got Kings versus Hurricanes. That one's going to be fun. And of course, we got that rematch between the Oilers after they got absolutely spanked 8-1 by Brock Besser, Elias Pettersson, and the Canucks. Oh, Cortana, I know you're waiting for another goal. We'll give you another treat. Why not, girl? You're being a good girl. Where are you? I think we got to see you. Face off in the Chicago zone, gained by Montreal. A shot and a nice block, and maybe a chance for Reese Johnson. He's going to come in on a breakaway. Reese Johnson, he pulls up, he shoots, and just steers it with a backhand to the side of Montembeault. Good pressure by the Hawks or by the Habs on the back check there, though. Harris battling against Gutman. Gutman brings it to the high slot. A shot goes off somebody. Pawed down behind the net and work back out to the point for Connor Murphy. Gutman hands it off. Steered to the side of the net by Kachuk. Here he is again behind the net. Jumping in is Murphy. Over for Johnson. At the point is Korchinski. Rims it around the net. And we'll do this whole thing again. Murphy behind the net for Gutman. Chased now by Suzuki. Good job by Suzuki to tie him up. A backhander to nobody in front of the net except for Josh Anderson. But the Hawks are able to keep up the pressure here. Here's Kachuk. Has to kind of chase this one down. Good stick lift there by Harris. And now Jordan Harrison on 2-on-1. Here he comes. Jordan Harris. He shoots. Glove save by Mrazek to keep his team alive. The 30th shot on goal for the Canadiens. And almost a stretch pass for Bedard, but he's going to have to take that behind the Habs net. Bedard. And it works its way out to the point. Jones. Stripped there initially. And here comes Monahan, one of the goals tonight for the Canadiens. Worked into the corner. Turned over. Back the other way comes Bedard. Kind of quiet tonight, honestly. The Habs have done a good job containing him. Hasn't had much in the way of shooting lanes. Evgeny Malkin made it 4-1. Wow. What a hell of a third period. Now Korchinski at center ice. Hands it off to Jones. Athanasiou giving chase, but Savard able to backhand it over to Matheson. Good breakout for Montreal, but an immediate turnover in the neutral zone by Gallagher to Tyler Johnson, the goal scorer so far for the Chicago Blackhawks. At center ice now, here is Kaiser. Reichel is going to have to pull up at the half boards there. Nice strip by Evans. Some support there from Athanasiou. But dumped out by the Canadiens as we reach the halfway point of the third period. At the point of shot, Gouli, and a nice heads-up play by Mrazek as it was bobbling, knocked it out with his stick. A battle here between Vlasic and Harvey Pinard. Cleared out by Chicago, but turned over. Gouli trying to get a quick re-entry there for Montreal. A chance maybe for Monahan at the circle, contested by Vlasic. And turned over to Nick Foligno. Now Dickinson gets stood up in the neutral zone here, and back the other way will come Slafkovsky. Hands it off for Monahan. Monahan trying to wait for one of the trailers to arrive. Gets double teamed and turns it over in the neutral zone, or a loose puck in the neutral zone. Jackets 5-2. All right. How about that hat trick from Boone Jenner? Dumped into the Montreal zone by Foligno. And almost I thought we were going to get a penalty there to Newhook, but no call. Looked like that could have been maybe a hooking. The play goes on. And regrouping here for Montreal is Kovacevic. Under 9 to go. Shots 31-24 Canadiens. In the neutral zone and chipped into Blackhawks zone for Mrazek to play. Steers it along for Murphy, but he takes a shove pretty quickly. Here he is again, Josh Anderson. Suzuki now working it to the point. Cycling it along. Here's Caufield, a shot. It didn't quite get through. Anderson, I think, deflected that before it could reach Mrazek. In the neutral zone, Suzuki finds Anderson and went off a Hawks skater. Chicago going to get the tons of game use Sharks gear. Ooh. Well, there you go, man. All right, here comes Taylor Radish with speed. He pulls up. He shoots. A glove saved by Montembeau, but still alive. Radish collects the rebound. Cycles it along Korchinski. Turned over, though, to Gallagher. But charging in was Radish to extend the play. In the corner, and now funneled out to Tanner Pearson, one of the goals tonight for the Canadiens. And with speed, here comes Newhook in transition. Alex Newhook, a shot, and off a stick that trickles just through, or just through the crease. I don't know how many times I said trickles this evening. All right, Korchinski trying to backhand it. Couldn't quite sauce that over to his teammate. Gallagher battling against a couple of Hawks here. Trying to get the clear, but Athanasiou strips him. Back on the stick of Gallagher. He does lift the puck clear, but still in the neutral zone for Jones. Matthews has a hat trick, huh? Canadiens with Matheson. Hanging on here. Matheson. Up ice. He's got Harvey Pinard. Charging in is Ullinen. In the corner. I love when Cortana does that. Now Vlasic. Looking up ice, but immediately contested there. Regrouping are the Canadiens. So I'm running out of a little bit of gas here, guys. Doing my best, though. Evans. Behind the Chicago net. Scooped up by Caufield. And Johnson gives him a little shove. Vlasic. Oh, boy, he's absolutely hounded there by Harvey Bernard. Harvey the Hound. And Mrazek, with some time here, just shovels it over to Vlasic. 2 hat tricks in the first 2 games. Yeah. I wonder what the record is for consecutive hat tricks. You would think it might be. I don't know if anybody's ever done it 3 times. A chance. High slot. Shot. Saved by Montembeau with Dickinson breathing down his neck. We get some shoves after the play. That's pretty nuts, though. Looks like we're going to hit another commercial, guys, so hang tight. Great game, though, guys. Well, I mean, a great action, I would say. All right. Yeah, 5-2 Jackets. That 5th goal, by the way, scored by Justin Danforth. Yeah, man. That's crazy. Matthews with consecutive hat tricks. Also, guys, the Sabres have finally pulled even with the New York Islanders. A goal from Casey Middlestat. I think I got to see him when he played for Minnesota a few years ago. Assisted by Zach Benson. He's already got 2 apples on the year. A lot of and maybe a dark horse for the Calder there. Don't forget. And also Rasmus Dahlin, maybe a Norris Trophy finalist this year. We could see. Cortana's happy. Absolutely, she's happy. She's going to get another apple. She's a good girl. All right. And what's going on with that St. Louis Seattle game, huh? Still 1-1, winding down there in the second period. Yeah, the Kraken are having a hard time getting their offense going. I mean, like their first game against the Knights, they look pretty sharp. They had some trouble there against USSROs. That was a tall order. Also, guys, Alex Pietrangelo is out for the Golden Knights this evening as they take on the Anaheim Ducks. And Vegas already is kind of thin at defense because their bottom 6 is or their bottom pair is missing, right? With Alec Martinez out and also Zach Whitecloud already out. So Vegas gonna have to get a little creative here. But Caden Corsic will step in place of Pietrangelo. I've never even heard of the guy. They're already working with Pahals out there. He did have a goal, as did another defenseman not too long ago, right? Well, anyway, Golden Knights are a little thin on defense. All right. Final minutes here of this game, though. I think maybe we have one more commercial break after this, but time is 6 minutes left in this game. Shot by Seth Jones as the fans sing along to Country Roads. And that's gloved there by Montembeau. Had a nice game. Has had a nice game for sure. Charles, hello. Is the game finished? Nope. Just about 6 minutes left in this one. Yep. 5 players out for Vegas. Oh shoot. Well, and then who are like the forwards or yeah. Here. Lie down. Lie down, please. Yeah, that's good. All right. Abs come the other way with New Hook. Korchinski. Yeah, but this funnels its way out to the point. Cycled behind the net for New Hook, looking for somebody out in front. Intercepted there by Jones and worked for Perry to skate into the neutral zone. Sent deep behind Montembeau. Gooley, the first one there, as is Kovacevic. And a turnover. Maybe a chance for Foligno. Gets out to the point for Jones. Left for Korchinski. Jones actually behind the net here. Loose puck. And scooped up by Monahan. A ricochet off the boards to Gooley. Really liked his defensive game tonight. And this is going to go the length of the ice for an icing. Record is 3 straight Hatties. How about that? Wow. And do you know who holds the record? Matthew said, "Hold my beer." Yeah, totally. I wasn't expecting McDavid to be over 60 goals this year, though. I figured Draisaitl would maybe hit like 57 or 58. Oh, whoa! There've been a few players: Joe Malone, Mike Bossy, Cy Dennehy, and Reg Noble. Huh? Those are eras past for sure. Got 35 people still hanging out with us. Hey guys, I appreciate that you're spending time this evening to enjoy some hockey with us. We're going to be doing this throughout the season for anybody new here, and I'll be uploading videos to my channel regularly throughout the whole season, the playoffs, and beyond. This is our, I think, 6th full season covering the NHL here on Twisted Wrister Hockey. All right, cycle game, very strong here for the Canadiens. Good job by Harvey Pinard to shake off the defender Vlasic. I'll have to do it one more time here behind the net. Looking for somebody out in front was Evans. But the Hawks will regain possession here with 4:30 left in regulation. Here comes Ryan Donato. Backhands it deep behind the net. First one there is Savard. Thank you, Riley. Gotta have the energy, my friend. Oh, I love that. Horatia. That's fantastic. I hope I'm saying that right. I apologize if I'm not. But I'm glad that I can help people get into the sport more. And it's funny because I never played hockey myself. Who has the goals? All right, goals. Monahan, Caufield had the first one, and I almost wanted to say Josh Anderson, but no, it's Monahan, Caufield, and Tanner Pearson is first as a Canadian. The lone goal for Chicago scored by Tyler Johnson. All right, here's Jones behind his net. Evades the pressure there from Pearson. Reichel, good job. He was double teamed there for a second, but he was patient and quiet with the puck there and got it up ice. A really nice, simple play, but not an easy one. Nice strip of the puck there by Pearson against Korchinski. Comes back the other way. Outnumbered, though, but a beautiful play nonetheless. Now Jack Eye, as we get to the 3-minute mark. Up ice. Ooh, nice collision there initiated by Connor Murphy. The puck stays alive here in the Blackhawks zone. Jack Eye barely able to keep that in at the point. Works it all the way down low for Suzuki, battling very much outmatched in terms of size against Alex Vlasic, and the Blackhawks do get the clear. But on the back check, there's Anderson, and the Canadiens will have a fresh possession as Peter Mrazek will be looking at the bench after this next face-off because he probably will get pulled pretty soon for the extra attacker. Oh, man. Right after this, see, I'm on the Pacific time zone, so it's dinner time after this. I'm really looking forward to it. This can be very physically taxing, believe it or not, if you're doing play-by-play like this and also hanging out with our great group of hockey fans of all teams here. 2:37 left in this one. And of course, Richardson and his staff will be looking for an opportune time to get Mrazek out of the net, but they're going to have to win a faceoff in their own zone first. Big battle here off the faceoff, controlled here by Slavkovsky behind the net. Oh, tried to do the Caufield with the forehand this time, but couldn't quite get that on goal. I think he hit the outside of the net. Murphy regrouping here. Now Vlasic into the neutral zone. Plays it for Donato. Backhands it. Montembeau from behind his net. Still in the zone, but skated out there by Newhook, or almost by Newhook. Bit of a collision there in the neutral zone. Radish trying to get the zone entry. Still kept in nicely by Bedard. Backhand. Bedard. And a save by Montembeau. Connor Bedard almost was able to make something out of nothing there. Montembeau has had himself a nice, actually, a very strong game in net for Canadiens. We'll get a face off here. And I would think at this time, the Hawks have an empty net because now the face-off will come in the Montreal end of the ice. Also want to, before we get to the very end here, want to thank Dean again for his 2 generous super chats, and also Ethan for buying 5 memberships for some lucky folks out there. So thanks again, guys. I appreciate that support. In addition to you being members already. And the Canadiens are able to get the clear here, under 2 to play. Jones is going to have to hustle. He's battling against Suzuki. And finally, Suzuki lets up as Jones takes the puck behind his net. Still with it, Jones at center ice. Gets his way into the Habs zone. Left it back for somebody there, I think Donato. Oh, now behind the net for Athanasiou. Circle along the boards, and now out to the point for Bedard. Gets it down low. 6-on-5 here, Bedard. And this in front. A chance in front, and they score. And that is, again, Tyler Johnson. 2 goals for the longtime Tampa Bay Lightning. Tampa Bay Bolt, I guess. And, of course, Spokane's very own. We're very proud of him here. Here we go. But, yeah, this is not over just yet. Don't go away, folks. And even though the Hawks couldn't get a power play goal, they actually strike here with an extra attacker. And I don't know, maybe Bedard will get a point for that one. He might get an apple. And Elvis has left the building as Russ has scored 2 goals and iced that game. All right, well, congratulations to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Carrier. Oh, that's right. Howden because of the suspension. I forgot that Carrier was injured too. But yeah, man, like you saw in that second game, dude. Man, you guys turned water into wine over there with some of those like bottom 6 players. Like Amadi was a scrub on the Kings. So I don't know how you guys do it. The coaching, I attribute a lot of their success recently to what Cassidy has done. You know, that's not to say that you have to get. That's not saying that they're not getting the right players to play in that system, but like Cassidy's he's freaking King Midas, man. Like King Midas. All right, 1 minute left here in regulation. The Hawks have this in the Canadiens' corner here. Radish out there. Bedard is out there too, and the puck trickles out to the point. Jones. He's got Bedard in the corner and behind the net. Foligno tied up there by Matheson. Savard, Monahan, they're out there as well. It's a big scrum in the corner here. Big time battle. Under 40. Dickinson trying to bring this puck loose, and he does. Gets it to the point for Jones. Leaves it. He's got Bedard, but he slips. And, he's able to block an empty net bid there. But the puck's in the neutral zone. Blackhawks are hanging on to this, but we get a whistle. Bedard actually draws a penalty here. And he's got blood on his teeth. So if the Hawks are able to somehow miraculously equalize here, we would see them have a power play for the majority of overtime, believe it or not. They call it high sticking. It looks like he took an elbow there. And yeah, Bedard definitely did go down. This wasn't a flop by any means. So Chicago with technically their seventh power play of the game, I believe. Cassidy is awesome. And in Vegas, he was awesome. Or he has been awesome. Afton returns for the tail end of this stream here. Welcome back. And yes, Bedard gets the assist. Good for him. So Connor Bedard, first 3 games, a goal and 2 assists. Stick to the face. Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought I saw somebody like elbow him too, but yeah, that's neither here nor there. So yeah, final seconds. We'll see if Chicago can do something. And yeah, it's a double minor. So again, if Chicago finds some way to by the skin of their teeth force overtime, they would have 3 minutes and 38 seconds of power play time in overtime. So it'd be 4-on-3, of course. Been live here for 2 hours and 50 minutes. I did a 50-minute stream before this as well. So after this is over, I'll be pretty taxed and I'll need to head out. Controlled by the Blackhawks, worked out to the point. There's Jones. To the other point, he's got Bedard. Sends it down low, back to Bedard. 12 seconds. Athanasiou. Someone's got to shoot. A shot off the post. Bedard. Work back to the point. Another chance. One-timer. Athanasiou blocked in front. One more chance, maybe. A shot from the point. And blocked by Suzuki. And the Habs hold on and technically kill off 7 Blackhawks power plays and route to the victory. Well earned. And Sam Montembeault is embraced by his teammates. He played a hell of a game. Mrazek at the other end, I think he played strong as well. But what ultimately this came down to was the penalty killing of the Montreal Canadiens. And of course, the shorthanded goal by Sean Monahan. What a great game this has been. And yeah, that last shot did actually ring off the post, the right side, as Perry was parked in front of Montembeault. What a great game. Hey guys, thanks again for your support this evening. It was great having you here. Make sure you do leave a thumbs up if you had a good time with us this evening. We'll be back with more of these streams. As for me, I got to go have dinner and watch some of these great evening games. I can't wait for these. So thanks again, guys. We'll be back on the mic before you know it. And maybe I'll have a video or two before we actually get to that point. So thanks a lot, guys. Have a great night out there. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.